Round one of the NFL draft for 2025 is officially kicked off, and the Titans pick is officially in. The Red Kingdom Media crew is here all night to discuss each and every pick as it comes in. All that next on Gridiron Gambit.
Welcome, Chiefs Kingdom. Thanks for tuning in to this Red Kingdom Media production, bringing you raw, authentic Chiefs coverage. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date on your team. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
Let's work. Hey.
Welcome into this live edition of Gridiron Gambit. Currently, the two hosts for tonight, myself, Clinton, and my partner, Dre, we are the current hosts right now. We'll have a couple other guys scroll in at different periods of time. We may bail out, depends on the time. But hey, thanks for tuning in with us. So we're on YouTube, we're on X right now. Shout out to all the X people watching us at this point. Roger Goodell is officially announcing the first pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. And the Titans have officially selected quarterback Cameron Ward, quarterback out of Miami of Florida. Dre, do you have any thoughts about that selection?
Nah, man, no surprise. They need a quarterback. Will Levis was the quarterback for Mike Vrabel. This new coach, the coach for the Titans, he wants his own quarterback. So Cam Ward he's the more polished quarterback, but Shador's not far off from him. I'm a big fan of Cam Ward, so I hope he balls out this year.
Agreed. I don't think he was kind of a flashy name going into the college season this year, but he was able to kind of supplant himself as an accurate passer. And the NFL, if you can do that, then like you just said, a quarterback and a coach, they get paired together, and coach gets a couple of chances at that combination, and if it works out, they're there for a long time. If they're not, they're out of there. So this is their chance.
Yeah, he's a dog, man. He's gonna be. He could possibly be rookie of the year.
Late before we get into it, fellas, it looks like the number 2 overall pick has officially been traded from the Cleveland Browns to the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars are officially on the clock. I think this is maybe to jump the Giants at getting Abdul Carter.
Oh, they could.
You think the Jaguars are jumping to 2 for Genty, the running back? Ooh,
they need a running back. They do need a running back.
I know, but trading up to pick number 2 in the NFL draft, like, I guess I'm still the old mindset. First round running backs aren't the best. But that is pretty blockbuster, if you ask me. Cleveland trading out at number 2.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do. But yeah, I want to know who's Jacksonville's quarterback. What Jacksonville about to do, because they don't need a quarterback. So
it's definitely not a quarterback, because that's Trevor's job still.
Yeah. So,
I don't think they get rid of Trevor like that without any, like, they just don't do that to quarterbacks. They don't keep one and then get the other one with the intention of starting the other one and playing the other one more.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if they weren't going to keep Trevor, I think you would have traded him before that. So
they just extended Trevor. So
right. I'm thinking, who's their edge rushers on Jacksonville right now? I think Josh Allen is still there, but that's one. If you pair him up with somebody else, It's like number 2 pick has been pretty much projected to be Travis Hunter the whole time. So do you think Jacksonville would value Travis Hunter with the number 2 overall pick?
Yeah, that could be a possibility too. I mean, they do need a cornerback, so. But this
Or
also could be
wide receiver, whichever one they prefer the most.
Yeah.
AK, the same player.
This
What's your
might be
take on Travis Hunter wanting to play both sides and kind of demanding that he must play both sides?
I know he said that he'll retire, he'll quit playing football if they told him he couldn't do it, play both sides. I don't think that he's gonna withstand playing a high level on both ends. I think he's gonna have to pick a position, honestly. And I think he's more of a threat as a wide receiver. So he's smart as a DB though, but yeah, I like him as a wide receiver though. But he's not.
All right, the pick is officially in, I believe, and it is, I believe, Travis Hunter. So he stays in Florida. And so the Browns traded up from 5 to 2 for this selection, and they gave up pick number 5, pick number 36, pick 126, and a future 2026 first round pick. And the Jags received the 2nd overall pick, the 104th overall pick, and the 200th pick. So the Browns wanted to trade up 3 spots. They gave up a future first, and they gave up a 2nd round and 4th round pick for this selection to essentially acquire Travis Hunter for sure. So that is a pretty lofty jump for a non-quarterback player. So maybe the Jaguars think that this is their Jalen Ramsey replacement from all those years ago, and saw the immediate success they had and how the defense completely carried them. I guess they're hoping that same type of magic happens tonight.
I'm happy for my guy. I hope he. Yeah, I like this. I like this. Walter Payton Man of the Year.
Yep. It is official. Travis Hunter is the 2nd overall pick.
I like it, man.
The New York Giants are on the clock.
They get Abdul Carter.
I believe that's true.
Yeah, they definitely get Abdul.
It worked with taking Saquon, but this time they'll be like, "We're not letting you walk. You're staying the Giant for."
I think it's kind of shocking to me. The Cleveland Browns, though, trading that to the Giants just because they could have had Abdul Carter and what is his damn name? I keep thinking of his name right now. The guy they just signed, they just re-signed the DN. What the hell is his damn name in Cleveland? I can't.
Myles Garrett.
Yeah, Myles Garrett. Yeah, that's his name.
Well, I mean, the Browns need a quarterback more than anything, but so do the Giants. But it's now a question whether or not Shador is within top 3. Like, I think a couple weeks ago, you would say the Giants are definitely doing that, but now I feel like the consensus is that he's fallen further to like.
Oh yeah, he's
10
gonna
later.
he's gonna fall to the Steelers, I believe.
With the damage. That's hilarious. 225. Make a point to save both positions.
Yeah. I'm happy for Travis. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of his, and I hope he balls out and do well.
Yeah, I think before the quarterback talk came out, and you thought maybe Tennessee would take a quarterback or any of these other top 3 to 5 teams. Travis Hunter was like my actual number 1 overall player. Like just period. Just because I don't think Abdul Carter like stood out those other years, like where Myles Garrett was like as an edge rusher better as the best prospect. I thought Travis Hunter was like the best NFL prospect, like plug and play player right away. And yet, whether he plays both positions all snaps or whatever, I don't think he can. Like you definitely can't have a long defensive drive and then be like, okay, now you're going to go line up and be receiver on this other long drive we have. Like as much as he wants to do it, the NFL has changed where you have to have speed at all times. Like he's a terrific athlete, no doubt, but like he's got to have insane athletic ability to not get tired if he is going to play all the snaps, because it's not like the 50s where they're all running plays and it's very slow paced. Every single NFL snap is hard, quick, and it just wears you out regardless.
Right. Oh, Travis' father is there. Okay.
You're going back home, going to Jacksonville. What does this moment mean to you after all you sacrificed? This means so much to us just as a whole, as a family, because we get to go back to our roots, which is Florida. And I'm gonna have to say this. Dude, in the house. We'll do we don't give them the vote. Oh, that isn't the point. Congratulations.
Well, the Jaguars wanted to trade up a little higher to take some spotlight away from their AFC South rivals who think they took their quarterback of the future. The Giants pick is officially in.
That's got to be Abdul, man.
You would have to believe. But we in the weeds. We got to see the pick as it comes in.
But Brian Dable does need to. Yeah, I don't know. He doesn't need a quarterback. I don't want the Giants to get a quarterback though. I know Shador loves it.
So if this pick is truly Carter, which it seems like it is it because you're going to need to replace Kayvon Thibodeau, or because you want to give him a duo partner for the next couple years and bring him and repay Thibodeau throughout Carter's rookie contract and then adjust the situation later?
I think that's what if they do go that route, I think that's what they're doing.
Well, everything I'm seeing right now says it is Abdul Carter to the Giants. So the pick we've heard all along, and the first 3 picks of the draft, as I had kind of proclaimed them to be, the only exception is that Travis Hunter is a high enough commodity that the Jaguars traded up and the Browns were willing to acquire the future draft capital of a first-round pick for the Jaguars and also net a second-round pick. So the Jaguars think, hey, you know what? Travis Hunter, he's a cornerback and a wide receiver. He's a first and a second-round pick. I mean, if our biggest needs are cornerback and wide receiver, we took them with one pick. Let's give up the picks, make sure we get the player that's good enough to be the cornerback we want and good enough to be the wide receiver we want. It makes sense on paper, but when it's still one player, one roster spot, still can question it.
Yeah.
So they got
Carter.
Yep. Rodgers comes in, announces it is Abdul Carter.
New York has the thing.
Congratulations, Giants, from plucking another Penn State player. Yeah, I was literally in the process of saying that. They love plucking Penn State players. Whether or not they bring them back and pay them and not let Philly get their hands on them later, that's to be determined. But, and he's a hometown Philly guy, so we can imagine where he would like to end up after his first year.
He's only a few hours away from Philly, though, so he'd be all right. East Coast guy.
All right, but first 3 picks, boom, boom, boom. I think as everyone expected, the first 3 picks of any NFL draft to go nowadays. And now the New England Patriots are on the clock, and now is when you can start getting interesting. I mean, if this is old school Patriots, you're taking Will Campbell, the offensive tackle, and I think there's already been meetings, and that link has already kind of been associated together. They took Drake May last year, who played decent in his rookie year, but the team itself is still struggling and rebuilding. So arguably the Patriots should have been more like the Browns or like another team and trade down to start acquiring more talent to fill their roster up more and not just one particular top 5 player that will set their team apart. Because, some people don't think that highly of Will Howard this year to come out and be a star tackle right out of the gate. So
they got to protect their guy. So you got to at least try.
It's not a wrong sentiment. And when you're picking that high, the draft is kind of all about value. And I think we had said so in other shows. If the Chiefs take a cornerback at the end of the first round because that's literally the best player is a defensive back or something, then, be willing to do that. But it won't necessarily scratch an itch that we feel like the Chiefs have. So it's like you have to take players at certain positions to kind of feel better about the situation. The pick is officially in for the New England Patriots as I frantically NFL Insider refresh to see if I find it. And it is as expected. They have selected Will Campbell. So the first offensive tackle, the number 1 tackle prospect, is off the board. In a previous episode of Gridiron Gambit, I had said that was probably the number 1 tackle off the board. Lonnie was not in agreement with that. He did not believe that Will Campbell possessed the size or the arm length. But the Patriots are willing to take the gamble on that. And we said that we would hope with the 8th pick he would be achievable. But Will Campbell is officially off the board at pick number 4 to the Patriots. So the first offensive tackle has officially been selected this draft. And the Cleveland Browns are now on the clock, who, just like the Giants, their number 1 need is a quarterback, and they select right before the Las Vegas Raiders. So are the Browns in a position where they're going to try to swoop up a quarterback so the Raiders can't get their hands on the one they want?
I think the Raiders are going to get. I think Raiders are going to. They want to run it back. So I think
You
the
think
Browns.
the
I think the Browns might get Genty. They need a running back. They all.
according to NFL, the Browns' number 1 need is quarterback, and their number 4 need is running back, while the Raiders' number 1 need is running back, and says somehow the Raiders don't need a quarterback. I don't know how you don't think the Raiders need a quarterback. I understand that you got Geno Smith and you're paired with Pete Carroll. But that's not the future. That's not the future. So if the Raiders want to do that and take Ashton Genty, they think it works because the Eagles beat us by running the ball and Saquon Barkley. But it takes a good offensive line, and the Raiders aren't necessarily at elite offensive line play to justify the number 6 overall pick being a running back. I'm sorry. I'm still in that camp. I mean, I guess it would make sense because Las Vegas, Mountain West, Boise State, like the connection's already there. But like,
yeah, I think the Raiders are going to get Genty if he's right there.
I don't know.
Well,
You're
some people are saying
right.
Shador,
It
though.
just still doesn't make sense. Yeah. If they want the quarterback.
I mean, Shador and Tom Brady have a good relationship, and Shador trains with Tom Brady a lot. So a lot of his skills and things like that are Tom Brady-ish as far as like how he learned a few things as far as at the quarterback position. And like I said, he trains with Tom Brady, and with Tom Brady running the show, or partially running the show in Vegas, Tom Brady might want his guy.
Welcome in, Lonnie.
What's up, y'all?
Hey, dude. So the first 4 picks are officially in. It is Cam Ward, Travis Hunter due to a trade up with the Jaguars, Abdul Carter to the Giants, and Patriots take offensive tackle Will Campbell. Do you have any thoughts about those 4 picks and any of them stand out to you?
No, it's playing out how we thought it was gonna play out. This only thing that was shook it up was really the trade up by the Jags. Who seen that coming? I don't think nobody seen that coming. And
yeah,
come get Travis in there too. So that was a little different.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There. So, you think the Browns are in quarterback conversation? I mean, I'm seeing some reports they're also still trying to trade down some more. So there may be another team that's trying to jump the Raiders, who are afraid the Raiders are going to take a quarterback, even if it isn't a quarterback.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm literally just getting in the house, so I ain't even really been looking on Twitter or nothing. So I gotta get updated. But I don't know. I feel like Shador probably, if he was gonna go, that was his chance right there, probably within the first 3. If they trade him back and taking him, I don't think that's a good look.
I think Shador going to Vegas.
They just went got Geno. They just went got Geno.
Yeah, I mean, Geno ain't the. I'm sorry, Geno not that guy, man. He's not that guy.
He's not.
Well, I'm trying to verify right now, but the Browns may or may not have selected the defensive tackle out of Michigan.
Oh, okay. I know who you're talking about. I know that kid. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Graham Mason.
Yes.
Yep. I know who you're talking about.
So unlike past years where the top teams are just taking the quarterback, this year we're basically seeing like the top player, top quarterback go, boom, top wide receiver slash cornerback, boom, top edge, top tackle, and now top defensive tackle. We're in between if we think this is the top running back or quarterback. Seems like that's where we're lying right now. But gone are the days where all the quarterbacks are taken 1 through 4, and then all of the value starts to appear. The good players are getting snatched this year. No quarterback inflation. None of that happening.
Because that's what he did for us. I wish he was in the green room with me, but I know that he's now at the best in the house.
You see Will Campbell there celebrating his cousin, and I know that you all wish you were complete as a family tonight. I know he's looking down on you. We're here with Holly and Brian. Holly, this joy on your face when your son's name got called, how would you describe all of the sacrifice, maybe some blood, sweat, and tears that led to this moment?
Overcome with emotion and thankfulness, and just it's.
Yeah, I had to hop out, hop back in. Just glitching a little bit, but we back. The pick in for the Browns.
Hey, all of us are still on internet at the same time, so all of us be still on internet and all that at the same time, so to be expected.
What's the pick for the Browns?
What's that? What's that here?
I haven't seen another one since, but I think it's Graham.
You see this who? Oh, you think you said that's who it was, Mason Graham?
I believe that's yeah.
Yeah. Brother X, stop trolling, Brother X. Stop trolling, Brother X. I don't think so, bro. Probably lost his job, but he ain't
gone.
Hold on.
Yes, they have selected Mason Graham, who's listed as a defensive tackle or a defensive end. We see you, Brother X. Thanks for tapping in. Help us with these watch hours.
We love all the love from all angles, Brother X. So no matter how it come, we love it. All set 175 of the people that I see here. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe at Red Kingdom Media. Follow us on all social media platforms: Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok.
Hey, as soon as we hear the Browns announce their pick, we're gonna officially take what's gonna be one of our several paying the bills breaks. We gotta promote our stuff. We're not sponsored, we want to be, but just help us out. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Browns officially Mason Graham, defensive tackle, Michigan. So the first interior defensive lineman off the board for the Browns. Las Vegas Raiders pick is officially in. So let me speculate that real quick.
Oh, it looks like it's Ashton Genty.
All right. Well, Dre's not in here to complete his thoughts, but it seems like running back Ashton Genty is going to be an Oakland, not an Oakland anymore, a Las Vegas Raider.
Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Red Kingdom Media. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a like or comment so we can reply and interact with you and make you a part of the show. If you listen to us on Spotify, please rate us 5 stars so we can increase our reach in the playlist. Follow us and all our contributors on all the social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. If you'd like to come on and talk Chiefs, message us so we can potentially set that up. Do you enjoy written content? Subscribe to our Substack. We have both a free and a $5 a month subscription and post on there frequently. And if you have any interest in being a contributor on the writing staff, feel free to reach out and we'll be in touch. It would help support the brand if you would purchase our merch, like the shirt that I'm wearing currently. Set up an order for one of these or 2 or 3, and this will allow us to expand our inventory options. Thanks for being a part of this channel, and if there's any partner that's listening to this interested in sponsoring the show or any other content that we produce, please reach out. Now, back to the show.
We are back. Thank you for listening to our promo, and Dre has officially returned to give his take on what we believe to be the Las Vegas Raiders selecting Ashton Genty, the running back.
Yeah, they need this. They're in win now mode. They need a running back for sure. So.
Okay. Hey, I like that take. That's
Pete
true.
Carroll going for old Pete Carroll ways.
Yep.
It got him a Super Bowl one time and then got him fired in the next generation. So
Pete Carroll's been good with running
he's
backs.
got a lot tougher division this time.
Yep. Shades of Marshawn
A
Lynch.
much harder division to deal with.
He loves the power run, so it makes a lot of sense.
Yes, sir. So gone are the years where the first round is not the place for running back selections. Waiting for the Raiders official selection. Oh, y'all. If what I just saw for the Jets is true, we're going to be a little upset. Yes, Ashton Genty is officially a Las Vegas Raider. And what I'm possibly seeing is the Jets are going to select our guy out of Mizzou, Membu. So all these tackles that you were hoping that would fall to the Chiefs within the 20 picks, that's probably gone before we get to pick number 10. It's hard out there being a championship contender, needing top tackle prospects.
Yeah, we're. I don't think Beach trades up to get one, though. So he's probably going to.
But Dale, don't you worry, buddy. The Chiefs are going to roll out Jalen Moore, and he better be good. Because if he's not, next year's going to be rough. And then if he's really good, we're going to owe him a lot of money after that. So, but the official announcement, Pete Carroll will get his Marshawn Lynch 2.0, continuing his Geno Smith redemption project, this time in Las Vegas in the Death Star. Brother X, Cam Ward out of Miami was the first overall selection to the Tennessee Titans. The pick is officially in. Man, days like today, Twitter just cannot handle it. I'm still trying to search for the official Jets selection. The number 2 overall selection was Travis Hunter via trade up to the Jacksonville Jaguars. All right, desperate enough to have to pull up. I saw one thing that said Armin Membu, but then I haven't seen another thing about it yet because Twitter just been distant for me. So I'm desperate now, and I had to get it on my computer. And it seems like that is going to be the case. Armin Membu, offensive tackle out of Mizzou, will be the Jets selection.
Got to protect Justin Fields.
I know, but people are wanting him like towards the end of the 31st. So the tackles are going off the board now. I don't think we're gonna get one. So
Good.
Jawan Taylor, you better be good.
Yeah, we've already
you want skill players. All right.
We've already seen what we're going to get out of Juan Taylor, man. It's what it is at this point.
Minutes after drafting Abdul Carter, the Giants will be picking up Thibodeau's 5th-year option, probably the talk extension year after that. So that's meant to be a pass rush duo for the next half century.
The Jets, I think the Panthers. I think the Panthers get McMillan. the wide receiver out of Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, most of the Panthers' biggest needs, I would say, are on defense. But their head coach is an offensive-minded guy. So if there's a particular skill player, maybe that's the option, or you just take another, top 10 defensive lineman.
They can go. It's just going to be wide receiver or Jalen Carter, linebacker.
Those are good choices.
But I mean, you got to give Bryce Young a weapon, a solid weapon. So young guy, give him McMillan.
They already have one. They traded for him when they got the, traded for the Caleb Williams pick. What do you mean he doesn't count?
Hold on. No, they need another one.
Oh, but they already got one, and they got to pay him. They paid him a lot of money too. Dion to Jacksonville. Yeah, we'll see about that. Only if they trade back up into the first round. Oh wait, they gave up a future first round pick for a wide receiver / quarterback. Shout out Missouri getting the top 10 pick this draft. I don't think anybody saw that coming necessarily. He's a good player, and the offensive left tackle prospects get shoved higher in the first round, but I don't think necessarily he was being projected top 10. But hey, MIZ, I guess. Lee Summit. The Panthers pick is in. We will see if we can find it here, folks.
On the clock. Panthers, who you get?
The Panthers are selecting Territorial McMillan, Arizona wide receiver. So there you go. You called it. There's a wide receiver option, the best wide receiver, the number one taken in this draft, and a receiver weapon to pair with a not necessarily a rookie head coach, but one who's still trying to build his team and his culture.
Yeah, I like that pickup for Bryce Young. I mean, I don't know if they're bringing. I don't know what their contract is with Adam Thielen, but I think he'd be back. You got Xavier Leggett, and you got Cocker. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good. They could have went offense or defense. They could have went with McMillan or Jalen Carter. A lot of people are saying that the Saints
I agree.
might get Shador though.
Their number one need is quarterback.
So we might
the
see
Saints
Shador
really wanted to take Mahomes and didn't that year. So they're going to not make that mistake and definitely take Shador, and it won't blow up in their face.
Yeah, I like it. Sanders. Saints need a quarterback, man. Get Kellen Moore, his guy. Kellen Moore is a new coach coming in. It's be his first year as a Saints head coach. You kind of typically want to, if you want to be successful, you kind of want to come in and have your guy and not have somebody else's guy, and then they don't know what's going on with Derek Carr and his shoulder and if he's going to play or not. So I actually like Shador Sanders going here to the Saints.
Yeah, when you say it out loud, it makes sense. I mean, you need future, and the future in the NFL is usually a quarterback. And once you have that, then you can start overpaying for the positions around him and see if you can invigorate a spark in your franchise. And the Saints at this point in time, with the departures of Drew Brees and Sean Payton, have bottomed out, but have been in bad cap hell, where they just don't have the money to do anything, and they just keep making up fake money for years in the NFL that won't even get played. So they need to be able to completely restart, and a rookie quarterback is essentially that number, like that big red flag that says we are starting over. We know we can't necessarily compete, so we are taking a young quarterback and seeing if it checks out. It looks like the Saints are not going to do what we have just said they should do. And if it checks out like what I just saw, they will be selecting tight end Tyler Warren out of Penn State. So another offensive weapon off the board, but this time it is a tight end. A tight end goes a top 10 again. Dre, you got a face, so you clearly don't agree with the selection.
What are the Saints doing, man?
Is it the player, or is it the Saints not choosing a quarterback? Is it the player, or is it because it's not quarterback?
It's not quarterback. Yeah.
So does that say that they don't see Shador Sanders that high, and our suspicions that Sanders would start falling towards the bottom or completely out of the top 10 is set to be a possibility here?
It's looking grim right now as far as Shador goes. It's not looking good as far as first night goes, unless he goes to the Steelers, or another team trades back into the first round to get him. Because the Bears don't, obviously, he won't go to the Bears. He won't go to the 49ers. Yeah, he might go to the Cowboys. But I don't know. Got Deion Sanders. What way to get primed to possibly come to Dallas?
Man, okay. That's a move right there after they hired a Schottenheimer's son that really wasn't in contention for any head coaching spots, just to be like, hey, we're actually going to demote you again because we really want Deion Sanders. And that means we have to draft his son as our quarterback. It has to be a package duo. I despise that idea. That's got to make NFL team skin crawl. I mean, the Cowboys may be the one exception because Jerry Jones and Deion Sanders are like friends. But anybody else, if that's Clark Hunt, you're like, absolutely not. Do not do that.
With Genty not being there at 12 and the Raiders getting him, they're pretty much going to be done with Dak Prescott here soon. Why not? Why not have Shador Sanders learn behind Dak Prescott? You get Deion Sanders to run a year in Colorado without his son.
So you give Dak Prescott the Alex Smith approach and hope Shador Sanders is your Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
Okay.
Because if he doesn't go 12, if Shador doesn't go 12, then he's going to slide to 21st. And if he doesn't go 21st, then he might go to the Rams. He could possibly go to the Rams with Matthew Stafford being on his way out. But that's it. So it's either Cowboys, Steelers, or Rams as the three teams that are possibly going to draft Shador Sanders tonight.
You know what? It might not be. I can't get a definitive selection for the Saints here.
The pick is in, though. Kelvin Banks. Yep, Kelvin Banks Jr. Tackle out of Texas.
All right. There is yet another offensive tackle, which was supposedly like one of the best guard projected ones instead. So the Saints need a quarterback. Decide they want to bolster their offensive line some more.
I think Chicago gets Tyler Warren, though. Why not? I mean, you have the wide receivers. They do need a running back, but they probably need to focus on the offensive line. But yeah, Tyler Warren here. Tyler Warren to the Chicago Bears makes the most sense to me.
A weapon for Caleb Williams. It's not a bad option.
Or Loveland from Michigan, tight end.
Yeah, I think it depends on your preference. I think Loveland is more of a not one-to-one copy of Travis Kelce, but has more of the same playing style. And Tyler Warren is just like, yeah, I'm a NFL-ready tight end. I can block. I'm good at it. I like doing it, and I can pass. And I can pass block, and I receive, and all the well-rounded tight ends cliches
like
you would have. So, yes, but George Kittle was a 5th-round selection, so George Kittle didn't even show enough to be drafted high. And we've seen some tight ends drafted like top 10, and most of their number one thing was that they were good pass catchers. But I think in the NFL, you still need to be well-rounded and do a good amount of blocking and receiving. So we believe it's Kelvin Banks to the Saints, and now Tyler Warren, tight end to the Chicago Bears. But the Bears pick is not officially in, but so the top 3 tackles have already gone off the board in the first 9 picks. The Kansas City Chiefs will never select their franchise left tackle of the future as long as they're playing really, 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 really good football. There's your culture shock for you. It's like, think about how our dynasty truly kicked off. Andy Reid, Alex Smith, and Travis Kelce, and Eric Fisher. Eric Fisher was the number 1 overall pick in 2013. We can hate that he was the selection, but he was a stable left tackle, and that was good enough with Patrick Mahomes once he was in the fold to take us to the mountaintop. So just need to be able to start that process over again. And the mid-round tackles we think are going to be able to do their part, but it's not going to hold us over for the next generation of Chiefs football.
The Chicago Bears select Loveland.
Okay. So they did like tight end, but they preferred the Travis Kelce pass catching tight end version instead. So Ryan Poles sees Travis Kelce retiring and says, "Oh, we need to get a guy that is Travis Kelce and keep him up here in the Big Ten country and let him continue his work up here." All right, so the first 10 picks of the NFL draft have officially come and gone as the San Francisco 49ers are on the clock with pick 11.
Schedule release. Do the Chiefs get Christmas? That's what I want to know. Chiefs
Do
versus
the
Eagles
Chiefs
on
get Christmas? Oh, we know, ladies. We also did a live last year with our schedule release. And most of us picked the Chiefs losing more games than they ended up doing. But unfortunately, they lost the one game that matters.
I agree. Wait, go back on.
Loveland over Warren is crazy. You know, like I just said, most of the NFL teams, even though they still want a tight end that does both, at this point, Travis Kelce, Tony Gonzalez, that's the standard of tight end that teams actually want, because like the tight end in the passing game is such a cheat code at times. Like it's the quickest 5 yards over and over again. May 14th is the official schedule release for 2025. So we earlier with the Jets selecting Membu, we saw a Lee Summit product get selected here in the first round. There's a possibility that the tackle out of Minnesota, who played locally here in Ruskin High School, is looking to be a first round selection also. Dre, you know what? Yeah, you know what I'm referring to?
Repeat that.
So we just saw Membu, who's from Lee Summit, get drafted in the first round, and the Minnesota tackle, who played in Ruskin High School, is also looking to be potentially drafted in the first round.
Yeah, he was actually just here, I want to say last week or 2 weeks ago, doing some interviews at Ruskin.
So I don't know if he's if he's good enough, he's going to go here very, very soon. But if he falls, is that a player, especially if he's local, the Chiefs might like to take a chance on?
Yeah, Raekwon, I'm shocked that they played the guy. That's I am, man. Because Komet is only 26. So it's not like Komet is going anywhere. So you don't have to have two dynamic tight ends.
Yeah, I guess it's like you can't have too much. And they're like, hey, we already have enough wide receivers, so let's have more dynamic tight ends or replace Cole Kmet in a
Yeah.
year or two.
They got, as far as wide receivers, they got Rome and they got DJ Moore. They didn't bring back Keenan Allen. So
Sweetness.
Chicago getting booed in Green Bay.
Celebrating Chicago and Green Bay. How rude. There you go. Tight end at number 10.
What I'm
Tight
seeing,
end at number
49ers might be getting Michael Williams.
A player that was also projected to be the Chiefs pick at pick 31 in mock drafts. If
Yeah,
you think
Michael
there's a
Williams.
good player in this draft, they are going early, people.
Yeah.
They are not falling in the 30s where the Chiefs can get them. The Chiefs will be selecting a mid-second round pick with their 31st selection tonight at this rate. And yes, we've gone 10 picks, and the only quarterback went number 1. And I don't even really know if Tennessee is completely satisfied that that's their pick. I think they were still hoping somebody else liked him enough that they would be willing to trade up to the first overall pick to get him. But the future will determine that pick.
Does Shador go to the Cowboys?
I mean, we know the Niners aren't going to take a quarterback here, and definitely aren't, because they're going to pay Brock Purdy. So, yes, the 49ers will select Michael Williams out of Georgia. The rich get richer on the defensive line. Well, the Cowboys also need receiving help. They're not going to be able to take the best wide receiver or running back this draft.
Get Matthew Golden. He's already in Texas.
They could take the best linebacker prospect.
They might get a Mecca out of Ohio State or Jaden Higgins. They could go wide receiver here.
When we know the Niners pick, we will let you guys have that. Waiting for the official announcement, but we believe it is Michael Williams, which means the Cowboys are on the clock. It's almost more annoying that the draft is this TV spectacle, because at least then we'd have the picks immediately and we'd move on. We're not stalling for probably by the end of the draft 8 picks behind where we're actually at, still focusing on something else. It's like if the pick is in, then announce that. We don't need to be sitting for 4 minutes.
I wonder if Shador doesn't get, somebody might trade back into the first round again.
I mean, there's still a possibility the Giants may be targeting him before the Steelers.
Ditsy's a bum in my eyes now that he plays for the Raiders. Oh, man. 49ers pick is in.
Sorry, we're boring as hell, guys, but so is this draft. We've gone like 12 minutes with the pick being in. We've said it about 4 times, and we're just now getting to view that.
Yeah, man.
The draft now needs to adapt. It needs to adapt to our social media landscape. We should know these picks before that. Like if as soon as that card is handed, Goodell books it out to the stage and makes that announcement. He's not trying to get beat by social media anymore. Like, why are we not to that level? Like,
it only makes sense, man.
And we had a cutaway. We had a cutaway during the announcement also, so we had to stall another couple of minutes.
Michael.
Exactly. I'm wearing one of their jerseys.
I'm intrigued what the Cowboys do. Cowboys get Tyler Warren? Let's see.
Williams listed as an edge rusher.
Did you listen to anything of what Pat said yesterday when he was talking?
A little bit. None of it really stuck out as more than just off-season fodder. So
yeah, he said he's looking.
Other than he thinks his potential's actually unlocked since he chopped his hair off.
Yeah.
Other than that, nothing was really memorable.
Yeah, I know. I just remember him saying something about he's wanting the offense to be more explosive. So he did. He said he thinks the offense is fine.
Yes, for sure.
But you can never have too many weapons, man. I see he's down there with Pacheco and Kareem Hunt, and I saw earlier today Xavier Worthy working out with Odell Beckham. That's a good wide receiver to learn from if you're going to be in the slot.
So it seems like the Cowboys are going to be selecting Alabama guard Tyler Booker. All the guys we thought would be good Chiefs selections at the end of the first round were actually top 15 picks. So now we're going to get to the who, the what's. I've never heard of that name before. Now we're to that, tier of players, I guess, and that's not a slight. It's just kind of the nature of draft season. Oh, we know all these picks who are really good, and then maybe they're, quote, sleepers. Okay, well, if the NFL media is calling these guys sleepers, they're probably
Cowboys
good. The NFL teams who watch the media are going to take them. So.
Cowboys take Tyler Booker, tackle out of Bama.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, Shador.
See, and now the Cowboys are they're falling behind, so we got to get these picks announced on stage immediately. No in between. Michael, you don't get your time in the spotlight for 18 minutes. Loveland got that. We got to announce his pick. Cowboys spend a first-round pick on the best guard after the best 3 offensive tackles are gone by pick 12. By this point, you won't be able to take an offensive lineman past the second round.
Well, we got to talk about it, Dre. Everybody done skimmed over Shador. We're not going to just gloss over that.
Yeah,
we almost 20 picks in, and the Shador ain't found a home yet.
Yeah, man. Shador, I think he's gonna be a Steeler. If he's not a Steeler or a Ram, then yeah. I don't know.
Second round.
Yeah. I think the Steelers or the Rams are the 2 teams that are gonna grab him. It makes sense to possibly get him as a Dallas Cowboy, but yeah,
I just knew after a while they was gonna do that. I got to thinking, I'm like, that contract about to kind of expire. They don't want to probably pay him again. He coming off an injury. Yep. Son, I got your daddy, but Jerry Jones is probably not in that company doing that no more. He trying to make the right pick. It sound like.
I get it, but yeah, it's. I mean, at the same time, we saw this happen with Lamar Jackson too. They did this with Lamar Jackson when he came out. So
they did.
He dropped. So we'll see what. So Shador, it's either the Steelers or the Rams, and he sits behind Matthew Stafford.
That makes sense. The Saints made sense too, though. Yeah. I feel like Shador is one of those cats that kind of like he suffered from being like the superstar's kid. Like I think it was kind of like this is kind of the fallout of it. When it can go a good way for you, and then it can go a bad way. It's kind of like the Bronny situation almost, if y'all want to be honest.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know how that's gonna go. They gonna critique everything that Bronny does, man, just based off his dad. So they're gonna do the same thing with Shador based off his dad too. So it happens. What you think?
Well, the Miami Dolphins are still on the clock.
What you think about Hunt Travis going to the Jaguars?
Yeah, that's what I said. I liked it. I mean, they brought him back home. Y'all know he's a Florida kid. He a Florida native. It only really made a lot of sense at the end of the day. Doug Peterson Is that no? That's not Doug Peterson. That's Duval. That's
Yeah,
who's that? The coordinator. Where is he from?
He came from Tampa
From
Bay.
Tampa. So I mean, I feel like he get that. I don't know how he does with offensive weapons. So, but I think he could probably get him playing at a high level. He said they're gonna let him do what he want to do. So, we probably see him playing both sides of the ball. I believe it. If it's a new coaching regime, you can see them coming in and letting him absolutely do whatever he wants to do. That's usually what happens.
So at this point in time, what do you feel like is going to be his biggest impact? Is it going to be as a wide receiver, or is it going to be as a cornerback?
To be honest, I think of it from just a human perspective, right? Where can he make the most money at? Logically, if I'm his agent, if I'm somebody that's really trying to help him further his career and set him up for long-term success, just period, after football, you got to play on the offensive side of the ball. That's the guy that's paying right now. But so like that'll be the primary position. I think it's better. We live in an offensive-driven league. You got to score points now. So people they want to throw the ball deep too. So if you can get another offensive weapon kind of to combat coverage or whatever, I feel like that's a bigger necessity than a cornerback. But I think he has the most fun playing corner. That's what I think when he's at his best and at the top of his game, I think he's playing corner. He's outside playing. It looked like he played a lot of off. He played a lot of man. He was just all around great corner. He played great instincts on the ball. Every Colorado game you watched, Travis Hunter probably got his hand on the ball, no matter who he was playing. That's how you knew he was good. He stood out above any player on that defense. So I think he's definitely a magnificent corner, something that we've never seen before. But just as far as setting him up for long-term success and for his future, and to make the most money in his career, which is we know that's really the goal for all of these players. He has to play on the opposite side of the ball. So I think he plays with more snaps at wide receiver.
All right. I would agree, and I think there's more of a learning curve to be an NFL cornerback than there is to be a wide receiver. Like we've seen the really good ones come out and be really good right off the bat. So thanks for all the people watching us live right now on X. Really appreciate it. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll
Make
be
sure
back.
to like and subscribe. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Red Kingdom Media. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a like or comment so we can reply and interact with you and make you a part of the show. If you listen to us on Spotify, please rate us 5 stars so we can increase our reach in the playlist. Follow us and all our contributors on all the social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. If you'd like to come on and talk Chiefs, message us so we can potentially set that up. Do you enjoy written content? Subscribe to our Substack. We have both a free and a $5 a month subscription and post on there frequently. And if you have any interest in being a contributor on the writing staff, feel free to reach out and we'll be in touch. It would help support the brand if you would purchase our merch, like the shirt that I'm wearing currently. Set up an order for one of these or 2 or 3, and this will allow us to expand our inventory options. Thanks for being a part of this channel, and if there's any partner that's listening to this interested in sponsoring the show or any other content that we produce, please reach out. Now, back to the show.
Yep, so we back cooking. Still waiting on picks. It was like Miami took defensive tackle. Kenneth Green. Kid out of Michigan. That's unconfirmed. I'm sorry. I don't know if y'all announced it.
I see Will Johnson.
You see Will Johnson?
Yeah.
Dolphins?
Yeah.
The Dolphins? Oh, has it been a mix-up?
It might be. I mean, I'm seeing 2 different things.
Uh-oh.
Nah, you're right. That's who it was. Kenneth Grant.
The Colts they're saying, here come the picks. Now we way ahead. Here we go now. I ain't going to do that, but the Colts pick is in, too.
Yeah.
I ain't going to ruin it for people.
Mm. That's who the Colts pick. I like that pick.
Yeah, I liked him too, but that's a luxury. Like we like Clinton likes to say, we know how as far as we pick down, those are the type of picks we'll never ever get. But that's the perfect replacement.
I agree.
It's a good one. It's a straight. Miami trying to rebuild that defensive line.
They need it. They need it.
Yeah, they do. They just lost Calais Campbell. Calais Campbell left, long-term vet.
Well, didn't he go back to Calais Campbell went back to Arizona, didn't he?
He went back to Arizona, yeah. He played at a high level down there in Miami, too. He caught up with Dale boy, Tyreek, trying to help him out. Y'all know Dale loved Tyreek Hill. He a Tyreek Hill lover still.
I am too, man. Tyreek is my guy, man.
Well, I know. He just a traitor, bro, and now he's sad.
Oh yeah, he made the decision for his family, man. I get it.
And that's exactly what we just said about Travis Hunter. So I guess I gotta stop saying that about Tyreek. So yeah, I mean, if you're making a decision for your family, hey, yeah, okay, go ahead. I understand, but don't be down there doing what you're doing either.
Yeah,
because you still down there acting a fool. Right? If you're gonna touch on everything with your boy.
Oh yeah, man. My guy, he gotta chill out, man. I know he said what he wanted to do when he got done playing football, but he seemed like he's starting early now with all these dang kids, man. So
he tripping, bro.
He need to leave him alone, man, and just focus solely on football and take care of them kids, man.
Exactly.
It's the same thing with these women every single time. Same thing. Chill out.
I'm talking about crazy, magnificent football player though.
Absolutely.
On the field, like he won. He was number one player in the league. Was that a year ago or is that 2 years ago?
Yep. Last year.
Yeah. So like he did well deserved. Like Tyreek is by far definitely that guy. But,
yeah, I mean he had 217-yard seasons back to back.
It was going crazy.
Yeah, going crazy, man.
He's a beast for sure.
Yeah, I'm a Tyreek Hill fan, man, but he be doing some yeah.
Yeah, he got some antics. He come with some antics for sure.
Coach pick is in. If it's like I said, if it's who I think it is, whoever it's I just saw. That'd be crazy.
What y'all think about Miami taking a defensive tackle?
I mean, they need it.
Yeah, that makes sense. We just were saying with Calais Campbell, with Calais Campbell leaving Miami, going back to Arizona, they definitely need to fill a spot. So it makes sense.
Tyler Warren, Indianapolis Colts.
Tyler Warren.
That's good for Anthony Richardson.
Tight end 2 off the board.
That's good for Anthony Richardson. Hopefully he comes back healthy and don't make a lot of dumb decisions as far as turning the ball over next year. The Atlanta Falcons. What do they do here? They need defense for sure. They need an edge rusher.
Probably another quarterback. Probably Shedeur
definitely.
Sanders now. After taking Michael Penix last year, after signing Kirk Cousins, let's just collect the quarterbacks. We'll find one.
Yeah, man, they definitely need.
Falcons were doing the Caroliners approach or the Panthers approach when they're trying to find a quarterback. Just find a new one every year. If they don't check out, then trade for another one. Then draft another one.
I think they go Jay. They could possibly get James Pierce here. Edge out of Tennessee.
I haven't seen nothing about the Falcons pick. That means they might get traded. Yep.
Yeah.
Haven't seen nothing about them at all. No motion.
That's true. It's been very quiet on their behalf.
They need an edge rusher though.
Some of the good ones have already gone off the board.
They were one of the worst teams in the NFL last year as far as getting pressure on a quarterback. Falcons were the talk of the league last year when they traded up and got Michael Penix. And they had just signed Kirk Cousins for that $100 million guaranteed. Whew. I don't know, man. I think these next three will probably be defense. Atlanta, Arizona, Cincinnati. Cincinnati for sure should be defense. Thank you.
Shout out Dale in the chat while we're waiting for him to actually be on camera and mic later. But thanks for showing us love, dude.
See, he waiting on that. He waiting on he trying to get closer to that Chiefs pick. You know?
That's right.
That was Dale calling in. He want to see his comments up there, man. We gotta run Dale comments.
Put the comments up there.
Well, some of them have some choice language. So
yeah, I know.
You were commenting for fun.
Run his
See, Dale, remember if you type something that's safe for work, we will split you out.
We definitely want everybody to like, comment, and subscribe. I know y'all been re-listening to our promo video. All our ex-fans over there, get over there to YouTube for us, please.
Absolutely.
If all the people watching us on X right now could just on a separate tab or on their TV, just go to youtube.com, Red Kingdom Media. You're going to see our red and yellow microphone logo. You made it to the right place. You want to transition over there.
Yeah.
That's right. And the number keeps growing. We want to believe that y'all are real human beings behind those accounts.
Even if you're not real, still hit follow.
We know you are. We know y'all are. We know y'all are for sure.
If you're not real, still hit follow. Subscribe.
Yeah, hit follow and subscribe.
So, if every single one of the people watching us on X right now, if they were not subscribed to us on YouTube, if they immediately went over and subscribed to our YouTube channel, we would officially hit our 500 subscriber goal that we were hoping to achieve to do a
jersey
giveaway of some kind. So if all you guys on X would just make that number hit 0 real quick, jump over to YouTube, hit subscribe, watch us on there, be like, hey y'all, I did what you asked me to do. And we'll even throw in a free month of our Substack, guys. Like if you jump over there, you subscribe, you said, hey, watch the first round. We're here. So you jump over there, you leave a comment, and supply us your email. We'll send you a promo for our Substack for free, just for showing us love and subscribing. So come on, Gal. They'll chip in $2.
Yeah, no, we're not insulting, bro. It's gonna be more than $2, y'all. We for sure. 188 of y'all, please. Just go ahead and get done for us. We wanna take Red Kingdom Media astronomical levels this year, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
But thanks everybody for checking us out anyway. Really appreciate it. I see a lot of other lives on X right now, and for those checking us out, we appreciate you choosing us. So that's why if you're here, leave a comment like our buddy Dale on YouTube is doing, so that way we can respond to you guys and have a good conversation and react to all the picks. So that's what we want you guys to be involved with the show as much as we are. We don't want to be talking your ear off the whole time. We want to hear your opinions too. Dale said that he was going to give $2 per viewer. So let's get those views up higher on X. Then I'll jump over to YouTube. That way we can really give Dale's wallet a scare.
Big baller, you know, I feel it.
We are 30 seconds away from the Atlanta Falcons, and we do not have a selection yet. So either Atlanta's trying to work themselves a deal, or they are not quite deciding who they want. So
I think they're
the
trying
pick is officially in. Pick number 15.
Shador Sanders.
Yeah, every Atlanta draft pick is just going to be that from now on.
Atlanta Falcons.
And then the one time they don't do it, it will like blow up in their face.
Yeah. Atlanta's pick is in.
The insiders are now discussing that the quarterbacks are most likely to start going around the 20 selection. So we'll see if a value pick is there for the Chiefs.
It sounds,
But that may be
I'm thinking Jalen Walker. That's what I'm thinking. Georgia guy. Stay in Georgia.
That would be the top linebacker off the board, correct?
Yes. Yes, they picked Jalen Walker.
All right. Okay. Falcons do a team building, not flashy pick after you already did that last year with Michael Penix. So they reach in the defense this time.
Yeah, I think the next three will be that.
Defensive end, I guess. Well, but he's listed as linebacker, so that might be like just an edge defender player then.
They need it. They definitely need it just based off of how they were as far as defense goes and pressure goes last year. So it's definitely needed. Arizona probably should do the exact same thing. I think, anyway. Arizona, you're on the clock.
We are 7 minutes away from being halfway done with the first round of the NFL draft. And as we kicked off, the Tennessee Titans opened the draft by taking Cam Ward, the quarterback at number 1 overall. And for the next hour and 30 minutes since, we have been here with you digesting all the information that you're getting as well. And we will be here throughout the entirety of the first round. And, I think we're hoping the Chiefs will do something before the later stages of tonight. But Brett Veach also may make us be a little bored, and the Chiefs may not end up selecting a first-round pick this year if the board has not fallen in their favor. Do you want the Chiefs to make a first-round selection no matter what tonight?
Absolutely. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Just because I'm one of those fans that, man, if I'm waiting all the way, I'm waiting this dang on long, man. Hey. But that's the main reason why I'm watching the draft. So pick somebody.
To me, it's got to be worthwhile. the 5th-year option for a first-round pick has got to be worthwhile in your mind. That sets them apart versus a player you're trying to trade to like pick 40 or something. Like just net another 4th-round pick or something back just because your day 3 is looking very small. You have 1 4th-round selection, and then I'm pretty sure the rest are 7th-round picks. So the Chiefs will not be selecting a lot in Saturday's edition of the draft.
I got a few that we can get, in my opinion. We can go wide receiver. We can go DB. I know people been saying running back. I know that Chiefs are high on Travion Henderson, running back out of Ohio State. I know they're high on him. Chiefs are looking for explosiveness out of the backfield. Obviously, Kareem Hunt is not a long-term fix. Pacheco is basically entering the final year of his rookie deal. I think. No. Is he? I have 2 years left. I have a year left. But got to get more explosive on the offensive side of the ball as far as whether it's running back or we go get another wide receiver. Please, if you do it. Arizona's pick is in.
All right. Who's it going to be, Arizona? Who's it going to be?
From what I'm seeing, it's Shador Sanders.
That's going to be a running theme for the next, I don't know, 12 selections.
I think he's going. I think it's a lock that he's a Steeler. He's a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Depends if they like Jackson Dart more.
Yeah, Jackson Dart. He does have the better arm, but Shador is a smart
supposedly the most pro ready because he played under Lane Kiffin. Supposedly the more pro ready. All right, who you taking, Cardinals? Walter Nolan.
No, Jahdae Barron. Or no. Are they picking up Nolan? Oh man. Walker, defensive tackle. Alrighty then. Yeah, I figured the next 3 would be defense. The Bengals should go defense here too.
Oh, no doubt.
Because I don't know what they're going to do with Henderson.
Walter Nolan is the official selection for the Arizona Cardinals. So another player that people were hoping the Chiefs would take, gone 15 selections earlier. Good player.
Absolutely.
Well, the first round, when you're a contending championship team, unless you're the Eagles and you keep trying to trade for, a first round selection that's worthwhile, which usually means trading away one of your players in an equation. The first round's kind of boring, and all the players that you fall in love with are all players that are nowhere near the same vicinity as you.
happened?
All right, halfway to go. Still waiting for the Cincinnati Bengals selection to come in. And as soon as I say that, that is our cue. The graphic has changed. The official halfway point of the draft has taken place as we await the official word on the Bengals selection.
I think they're going to go James Pierce here. They need an edge. I mean, because you're probably not going to end up paying. You're not going to pay Hendrickson. I mean, you can't pay Hendrickson, Burrow, Chase, and Higgins. All three of those, if you try to pay him too, unless y'all just pulling out the credit card, pay Hendrickson. So to think about potentially losing Hendrickson next season, or he potentially holds out. I think he might be on a franchise. I think they franchise tagged him, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, we also just saw a bunch of other tackles or defensive players get chosen as well. So maybe they pivot and take another shot as an offensive lineman.
That would be crazy to do that, dude. They had one of the worst defenses in football. Their defense is the reason why they didn't make the playoffs. The offense is fine. So help Joe Burrow out, help Jamar Chase out. You guys gonna put up a ton of points on offense if you guys can stay healthy. I say go get James Pierce out of Tennessee, or if anything, you're feeling you want a sexy pick as far as player position goes. Will Johnson, that's a skill position or whatever, but James Pierce or Will Johnson should be one of the two picked up.
Will Johnson is a name that I've seen a couple times. I'm also seeing Shamar Stewart as well. So it seems like in either case, the Bengals are looking for defense in this pick. And it seems like it is officially Shamar Stewart.
Shamar Stewart, okay. Which means that they're preparing for Henderson to hold out. Speaking of watching here, looking at this draft, and the draft being in Green Bay, as you watch these people watch the draft from the outside of their house with the fire pit, that's got to be nuts. Your house is right there, and it's surrounded by all of that. Pretty sure they're making.
And that's why those people are never going to move.
Oh no, absolutely not. Their picks in. Oh yeah, we already decided their pick.
Green Bay is not that large of a city, so it's what? It's like you choose. I'm trying to think of a city geographically the size appropriate enough. Because I'm like, Manhattan and Lawrence, I feel like are even too big for Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
Maybe
so you
throwing
probably
shade there, but they're still too big.
yeah. I don't know.
Maybe like the Junction City, like that. That maybe that's the equivalent.
Yeah, Junction City or yeah. Or maybe like a payola or something. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Shamar Stewart.
Mm-hmm. So my first article saying no nonsense, saying most picks are probably going to be offensive or defensive linemen, other than the number one quarterback, the number one wide receiver, and the number one actual pure wide receiver and running back. Everything else, offensive lineman, defensive lineman, offensive lineman, defensive lineman. It still never fails. It's still the way to build an NFL team.
Yeah. Uh,
Some are claiming the Seahawks are going to take a tight end with pick 18.
that
Kendall
makes sense.
Carr out of Coastal Carolina. 3 tight ends in the first 20 picks.
I mean, that kind of makes sense, man. You need a safety net for Sam Darnold. Yeah. What? Oh.
Ooh. Kirk on the broadcast is actually downplaying the selection for the Bengals, saying maybe almost a Jadeveon Clowney type situation. He'll flash for a bit, but then disappear for much of the game. If you're a defensive lineman in Cincinnati going against the Chiefs and teams alike, you can't afford to disappear for periods of time like that. So, all right, Seahawks pick is officially in. We've speculated it, but let's see if have the official selection soon.
It's got to be a tight end, man. I think that's what they. To me, that's what they need. Or a wide receiver. I mean, you got rid of DK Metcalf. Arroyo. Could be Arroyo. Matthew Golden, man.
Or is it an offensive lineman?
Josh Simmons. Zabel. You gotta protect Sam Darnold. That's for sure. But Sam Darnold also needs a safety net too, so get a tight end or something. Why not? Yep. Greg Zabel, yeah, Zabel.
Greg Zabel.
Yep. Not bad, not bad. You can go either way, man, just as long as you protected Sam Darnold. I don't like what they're doing, my guy Shador, though, man. But Shador will probably be picked here in the next 3 picks, though. Tampa Bay, what does Tampa Bay do?
Todd Bowles likes his lineman again. But
yeah, so
it seems like that's been about the only selections this whole draft. So
I think they go Will Johnson here.
Might take the first pure defensive back.
Yeah, I think they need Will Johnson. Because I mean that offense is like one of the number top offenses last year, but it could be different this year with their coach going to the Jaguars. I mean the offensive coordinator going to the Jaguars.
Right.
Yeah, I think this is Will Johnson here. But the crazy thing is, man, if Will Johnson, this is around the time that Brett Veach did say that he could, if he sees the player on the board that he wants, he could possibly trade up.
Oh, really?
So we could possibly
see
the Chiefs get busy. We might pick sooner than 31st.
All right. I'm pretty sure a lot of us would love that idea.
Yeah, I like that idea. But it should be for no dango tackle or nothing like that. I know some people are high on Josh Simmons. The tackle out of Ohio State. What they say? He started 13 games at right tackle, and 19 games at left tackle at Ohio State the past 2 seasons. He tore his patellar tendon and didn't work out at the combine, so that could be a reason. Could be scary.
That's right. So the other tackles that Chiefs Kingdom fell in love with, Connerly and Simmons, are both still on the board at this particular point in time. But we've seen several pure guards now taken ahead of those offensive tackles as well. So it also goes to show when you're picking a certain spot in the NFL draft, you have to nail that selection to ensure a better future for your team. So all right, the Bucks officially pick is in, waiting for the selection to be announced.
It's got to be Will Johnson. I would think. I like Will Johnson. I'm hoping he slots the Chiefs somehow.
If the Chiefs did that move, would it signal something bad for Trent McDuffie's future?
No, it just helps out with Warner because I mean Jalen Watson is he's decent, but why not go get another lockdown corner that's going to be cheap for 4 years, but you still pay McDuffie. I love when defenses have two lockdown corners. I love that, man, because it's like you got a dynamic duo back there in your secondary, and then you got.
Well, I have seen two other posts now that says the Bucks have selected Emeka Egbuka, wide receiver.
That's a nice pick too. He's nice out of Ohio State. Yeah, he's nice. I mean,
that is now wide receiver 2 taken off the board.
That makes sense, though. I mean, because you don't know how well Chris Godwin's going to recover with that ankle injury because he dislocated his ankle.
Right.
I mean, then you got Mike Evans. Mike Evans is getting up there, getting mileage on him. So Buccaneers, man, that's a nice pick if that's the actual pick. Yes, that is the pick. That's what I'm saying. I think the Denver Broncos go wide receiver too. I think this is where we're going to start seeing wide receivers.
Which means we may see our other Missouri product going off the board here soon.
Luther Burden. No, I don't think he's gonna. I think he's potentially gonna be a second rounder. Some people are saying that his character issues and he has an injury or something that's guaranteed.
If that's the case, just take him at 31. Make the fan base happy.
That's perfect for Andy Reid. Andy Reid likes character. He's good at character development. Saw what he did with Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce was a headache coming out of college. Some players he can get to, some players he can't get to. Players like Marcus Peters couldn't get to him.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good pick, though. That'd be sick if the Broncos went Will Johnson and put him next to Patrick Surtain. Broncos need a wide receiver and a running back, so Broncos.
Pat McAfee thinks it is Will Johnson.
Yeah, Will Johnson going. You putting him next to Pat Surtain? Oh my goodness. Oh man, that's sick, man. That would be sick. That's Sean Payton type of teams, though. Sean Payton had some good DBs when he was at the Saints. I mean, because you don't want to really reach on a running back. Go get these skill players, man. If they're available, bro, go get them. Get wide receivers running 4-3-2s and I was like that, man. Go get these guys, man. The league is about speed now, man, and explosive offenses, man. Go get them. That's what I'm hoping my Chiefs get back to this season. Hoping they all can stay healthy.
And we officially go to another commercial break, and the Denver Broncos are still on the clock. Is there a chance a team is trying to trade up to this spot to take a quarterback to deny Pittsburgh from taking the quarterback?
The possibility. Broncos did say they were listening to offers.
All right. So with the last 2 minutes left, we'll see if the graphic trade comes up and a new team name appears.
Taking a call. Are the Giants coming back in?
That's a good possibility. Is this the Giants spot?
Giants or
The
the
talk
Browns?
was that they were trying to get to pick 20, which would be the jump ahead of the Steelers, and you have to think the Steelers want the quarterback. But they took Kenny Pickett a couple years ago, and that did not work out. So just like the Chiefs trying to solve their problems with left tackle in the end of the first round, maybe the Pittsburgh Steelers can't afford to keep throwing late first round picks at a quarterback and hoping it works.
I think they're really sold on Shador though. Mike Tomlin really loves Shador. He's a big fan of Shador right here. They need a quarterback. Hell, who's their quarterback going into the season? They're waiting on Rodgers. They don't have a quarterback to start a quarterback to go into the season right now. They still don't even, so they don't have a quarterback. So the Steelers need a quarterback. Who's on their roster as far as quarterbacks? Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson. Yes, you get Shador Sanders at number 21. Absolutely. Nobody's waiting on Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers is sitting there saying, well, they asked him, do you want to play? Yeah, I think so. But I don't have time for that. So you either want to play or you don't want to play. So I don't have time to wait. So I think I'm like 95% sure that Shador Sanders goes to the Steelers. Bro, if the Broncos get Will Johnson, I'm going to be sick.
It looks like it's actually the other cornerback, Jahdae Barron.
I like him. Damn. Jahdae Barron. Yeah, I like that pick for them. Broncos. They're going to be a tough opponent next season.
And the Pittsburgh Steelers are officially on the clock.
Pittsburgh, I don't think they. Yeah, this like I said, I'm 95% sure that should do it. I mean, the Cowboys made sense as to why. Cowboys made sense as to why why I thought that they would get Shador, because Dak is obviously on his way out. I don't think they're going to pay him again. And then they got to fill in a coach, honestly. Was it Brian Schottenheimer as their offensive coordinator? I mean, their head coach. Potentially using for a year. And yeah. And then the Saints, it made sense to get him there too, because I mean they need a quarterback. I mean, they're really banking on Derek Carr and Riddler, Spencer Rattler. But and then hell, the Steelers are talking about trading. They've been listening to offers.
It's ugly, y'all. It's not Shador.
Well,
I just don't understand how it's not registering as an emergency.
that is crazy. If it's
I'm having some tech issues right now. Just bear with me real quick now.
yeah. It's got to be Shador, man. That's crazy if they don't. They need a
Derek
quarterback.
Harmon's another name that's thrown out there, but that's a defensive lineman.
The Steelers
All right,
have
pick us
Mason
in.
Rudolph. They have Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson as their quarterbacks.
And last year they had Russell Wilson, and they still made the playoffs. That's what Mike Tomlin does.
Yeah, but I mean, making the playoffs at 9-8 every year, yeah, that's cool. Whatever. You're just gonna get in there and lose. You're not gonna do nothing.
All I'm
Just
saying
imagine-
is you don't want a Kenny Pickett situation again. You don't want to reach for a first-round quarterback that nobody else saw the same potential in, and then you're stuck. And there you go. It is not Shador Sanders. It is Derek Harmon,
Oh,
defensive tackle out of Oregon. Shador
You need
Sanders keeps falling. Shador Sanders just keep on falling.
jeez, man, it's not a good one.
Shador Sanders is still on the board with the Chargers now on the clock at pick 22. We're going to go ahead and take one more break, and then we will start breaking
Make
this
sure to
stuff
like and
down.
subscribe. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Red Kingdom Media. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a like or comment so we can reply and interact with you and make you a part of the show. If you listen to us on Spotify, please rate us 5 stars so we can increase our reach in the playlist. Follow us and all our contributors on all the social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. If you'd like to come on and talk Chiefs, message us so we can potentially set that up. Do you enjoy written content? Subscribe to our Substack. We have both a free and a $5 a month subscription and post on there frequently. And if you have any interest in being a contributor on the writing staff, feel free to reach out and we'll be in touch. It would help support the brand if you would purchase our merch, like the shirt that I'm wearing currently. Set up an order for one of these or 2 or 3, and this will allow us to expand our inventory options. Thanks for being a part of this channel, and if there's any partner that's listening to this interested in sponsoring the show or any other content that we produce, please reach out. Now, back to the show.
Can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
What's up? What's up? What's going on, bro?
About time, my boy. You take it all day, man. Draft almost
Man.
over.
I had to go to practice, bro. Had practice, baseball practice, man. Gotta get these little dudes right.
I know the
Getting
feeling,
it
man.
going up right now.
I had track
I
and
just
field earlier today.
I was just saying they passed on
Shador.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm saying they,
It's not looking too good
that
unless it's putting trains back in and get him.
yeah. I don't see it now. It looks like he might be falling today too. And then what they picked the dude that the Chiefs everybody was talking about if they drop to him, they get him Derek Harmon.
Yeah.
We'll see what's up. I wonder what happened. What they still? I wonder if they still in on Aaron Rodgers because it seemed like that just talk just like disappeared. So like I don't know what's going on with that.
Man, I looked at the Steelers roster as far as quarterbacks go, bro. It's Mason Rudolph and Skylar Thompson, man.
So, for them,
Yeah, that's their Those are their two quarterbacks.
nah, I couldn't rock with that. That's a bad look.
That's why I was like, I'm 95% they're certain they're going to get Shador here. But Shador is not going to he's not going to the Chargers. He's not going to the Packers. He's not going to the Vikings. He's not going to the Texans. The only option is possibly the Rams, and he sits behind Matthew Stafford.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because he's not going to the Ravens. He's not going to the Lions. I mean, he could possibly go to the Lions and sit behind Jared Goff, but Washington, no. Buffalo, no. Eagles, no. And us, no. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel bad for my boy, man. They're trying to humble.
Nah, for real. So, what quarterbacks was taken already? I know Cam Ward, number one. You know that. That's it. No, was the only quarterback. It's been that silent on quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, this was really the worst quarterback draft. Oh man. We'll see what's going on. What's up with the good people though, bro? I literally was the only person in the chat. Like, can y'all comment, please? Please, like, what do y'all think? Like, where are we going at 31? Are we trading back? Are we trading up? What are we doing? Cornerback, defensive tackle, DM, what?
I want quarterback, man. You know, I want cornerback or wide receiver. You know,
I thought you said corner though. I'm crying.
I did say corner.
I thought you said quarter.
Quarter?
I thought you said quarter. I thought you said quarter. Oh, we throwing on 1,000 a night.
Nah, man. Pat, my guy. Pat here.
Hey, have so many people talking in the group. Have so many people talking in the group. We should take Shador. I'm gonna just keep it G. We might as well go to Shador. How they talking in the group?
The way they talk about
Pat, horrible.
Might as well. Yeah. Pat, the worst quarterback we got.
Pat, the worst quarterback they ever touched Kansas City Chiefs.
Facts. The way they be talking.
He the worst quarterback touched Kansas City Chiefs, bro. Facts, right?
Fucking go Sanders.
Nah, might as well, bro. Might as well, bro. I swear to God, he's slow like Pat too. Nah, what was crazy? I was hearing before I was like listening to the draft stuff before coming in, right? Bro, Mark Borgonzi really said Cam Ward really remind him of Patrick Mahomes when he first came in. Are you really putting that pressure on him right now?
Yeah, you need to stop that.
I swear to literally Adam Schefter. That was like, hey, you want all the updates for the stuff that's coming on? I was like, all right, bro, I'll listen. I'll take the updates. He's like, first thing he came when the draft started before they got on. Yeah, they what sold them on Cam Ward was that workout when he got up there. They was like, oh, he reminds him a lot of Patrick Mahomes when he was in Kansas City. I was like, why are you gonna say that, bro? Like,
stop comparing people to these wide receivers, these quarterbacks to Pat, man. They gotta stop doing that.
No, for real, because Pat really gonna put a lot of pressure on people. Like, I'm gonna be honest. we are dead serious the only fan base where it's like we love and hate Pat. I swear to we love and hate. Like
There
for a
shouldn't be no
3
hate
times
for Pat.
on facts, it shouldn't be no hate at all. We're the only organization with a 3-time champion in this era. Yeah, bro. Like Pat really get on my nerves. We doing all like I think I'm gonna be honest. I say this in the back of my head because I think we used to talk in the chat too, bro. When we was in Arrowhead region, it's like we give our how can I say it? We give our critiques within each other. We ain't going that far and saying that we want Pat gone though. Like that's just I'm gonna be honest. I might get retarded. I'm sorry. Might get banned. Like I'm sorry. Like you might. I don't know, bro. Like it's wild.
Yeah, Raekwon.
We're
Levis,
living.
Levis might go to Pittsburgh. They need a quarterback, so they didn't want Shador. Or maybe Pittsburgh trades back in because they are talking about trading George Pickens. They were listening to offers. So Pickens, I don't know, but who will give up George Pickens for a first-round pick, though?
Steelers and the Chiefs. Trade back in, bro. I'm not this way. Nah, that's going to be that will be the grimiest wide receiver room in the league. Like we really are playing. We're the longest yard. I swear to God, we're the longest yard. That's ill.
My boy pulling up with the shiesties.
I swear. Nah, that might be hard, buddy. Though. I might like that. Comes to the first game. Oh, the wide receivers with a shiesty on. Oh yeah, and I need them to put like their jail number on the back of their shirts too. The one more shirts, like yeah, DC. Nah, I'm done. Nah, all right. I'm cool. I'm cool. Nah, but it'd be interesting. But trading back though, that'd be tough. I heard what you said earlier. I would kind of be mad too. Like the position we in now, bro. Like we waiting all night. Y'all could have made that trade off like we did with Orlando Brown. Yeah, we not even gonna even waste y'all time. We trading that away. He's our first round pick technically. Y'all know what's up. Don't even worry about day one. So but typically when we like that, we haven't after that we haven't traded out of the first round though. So
I don't know, man. This is around the time where the Chiefs do trade up if they do see a player they want. So I don't know. Like I said, if we trade up, it ain't gonna be for no tackles or no guards or nothing like that or nothing like that. We trading up for a wide receiver or a DB. Will Johnson, that is a player that I'm hoping is still there at 31. If Will Johnson's there at 31, please go get him.
Hold on, is he a tackle or
That's the cornerback out of
cornerback. I'm sorry. Y'all see, I told you I don't draft. Like I learned about him today.
Hey, I feel it, man.
Too many teams in college, bro. All the ones we know going into 15. Nah, you said
they said that I know that the Chiefs, I know Brett Beach and them they're real high on Travion Henderson, out of Ohio State too. So they want some explosiveness out of the backfield.
Yeah, they've been kind of common there as well too. Travion Henderson, I was like, okay, I mean, all right, but you said he explosive, right? He's very explosive. That's probably why they potentially go after him.
He's
okay.
Explosive.
That'd be fun. I'm gonna be mad if we go online unless we get Simmons to shadow Taylor for a year. Hold on, pick coming up.
I don't want Taylor shadow nobody. I don't want Taylor trade to nobody.
Or Mario at pick 22. Is he the best running back on the board?
They must not be so. J.K. Dobbins had a hell of a year. Did he get hurt?
Nah, 1 year deal. He had a 1 year deal, and I don't think they signed him back. That's why.
But I mean that makes sense though. Hampton, Harbaugh is a big running back guy. He runs the ball more than anything. So it makes sense for them to get running back here that fits the system perfectly.
Hold on. Who took Genty already?
The Raiders.
The Raiders.
Yeah, Genty's a bum now. Hey, I don't care what nobody say. Everybody can try to hype up Genty all day long. When I talk about him from here on out, he's a bum. From here on out, I'm not hyping no Raider up. I'm not hyping no Raider up, man. I'm not hyping no Raider up, no nothing. But I ain't gonna lie to you. I do like the Broncos pick though.
Who they get?
They got Jahdae Barron, the cornerback out of Texas. I do like
Cornerback out of Texas.
Corner, yeah, sitting play opposite of PS2. Passer.
Oh, Patrick. Them. I feel bad. Pat, bro, you can't be on what you was on, man. Yeah,
can't be on no BS, man. They Denver, man.
Yeah, we can't play around with them, bro. They actually gonna try to fight for it. Harrison's still there too.
Green Bay, what they need? They need corner. They probably get Will Johnson here, man. Or do the Chiefs trade up and get him. Yeah, I think they get Will Johnson. I mean, they need defensive line and all that stuff too. So they need wide receiver. They need defensive tackle. They need edge.
Hold on. At number 23, the Packers are getting trade calls. They're getting trade calls.
That means Brad Beach is on the phone.
All right, let's see. Let's see.
Because didn't he move up right here to get
He moved to.
What move did he get up to go get McDuffie?
Shoot, he moved to 21 for Worthy. I will say that. I think he moved up like to 20. It's in this range, 22, 23, something like that.
Yeah.
For McDuffie. So this is his area where he don't care to move up for a corner.
The Vikings are trade baits. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Harrison's still there too. I like Harrison.
Right. When the Vikings coming up next, 24. Okay, 22 picks, 24.
Yeah. It makes sense because I could see Houston trying to get Will Johnson. If Will Johnson doesn't go here to Green Bay, I can see Brett Veach on the phone trying to get ahead of Houston. Because I think Houston and D'Amico Ryans and them could possibly be trying to get another DB.
All right. This is going to be very interesting.
I love this shit, man. I love this drive. Excuse my language, my bad. But I love this, man.
Eagles discussing moving up with the Packers.
No, they better not. They did let Darius Slay walk. They could be in the market for a cornerback. So if I'm Green Bay, I'm not trading with my rival just to sit with
the real question. The real thing is, how in the F do they keep being able to do this?
Who?
The Eagles.
Yeah.
How he be working, bro, overtime, bro?
How we do be working overtime. He don't get no sleep, bro.
I'm starting to become disappointed in Veach, bro. That was supposed to be him.
Nah, we not gonna sit. I'm not gonna sit here with you and entertain this, bro. Not today.
All right, okay. I'm just saying. All right, you don't gotta entertain it, bro.
He's like that. Stop. You better come in. I swear to God.
We're gonna find out today.
We're
really gonna find out this over these next couple days.
Hey, I've
Since
been
Dale want to
telling
hype up his GM like that, he like that.
Dale, I told you before the draft started. I said Brett Beach got a hit on this draft. He got to. He got a hit on this draft.
He do.
Because you don't want to hit on free agency, so you got to hit on drafts, bro. You don't want to hit on it.
And the only one, can we come to consensus on this? The only one that he really hit on was 2017, right?
No, because he wasn't even part of that. Let's talk about it. He's not the real one.
Okay,
it was really because he's only involved with Patrick Mahomes. I'm only giving him Pat. Nobody else. He wasn't a general manager. He wasn't a general manager. He wasn't a general manager.
You got to give him McDuffie, Carlisle.
That's 2020. That's 22, bro. You said 2017, so that's not his draft. That's not his draft. We talk facts though. 2017 not his draft.
Okay, 2017 not. But I'm saying 2022. That's one of the best ever.
I gave him. I'm gonna keep it G. I gave him 2021 and 2022 because 2021 you got Trey Smith out of that, you got Creed Humphrey out of that, you got Nick Bolton out of that. You got people that you signed back on multiple deals, and then you in 2022 you got people that these dudes is about to ball out and get money now. Carlisle, this is the one where it's like we can finesse you, bro. You only had one double-digit sack season, so we can kind of pull that. We'd be fine with you. But McDuffie getting paid. We have him.
Is he?
It might not be by us, but he's getting paid. It might not be by us.
We don't pay.
Oh, okay. All right. So they didn't do it. They was about to do it, but they didn't do it. It's cool.
Hold on. But let's put this up though. When lights start hating Veach. Talk about it. Explain.
No, I didn't start hating him, but I'm just being honest.
No, Dre didn't change your mind, bro.
I'm not being honest. I'm being honest, and Dre agree with me. It sounds like Dre don't disagree. I'm just being honest.
No, Dre hates Veach. You hate Veach now, bro. You're on his team. That's what we separating as. That's what we got. Are you going that side? Or you going? Because I'm cool. Because I'm gonna enjoy these podcasts going forward. Huh?
You said what?
Are you on his side now with hating Veach? That's all I want to know.
I don't hate him.
Go out. Don't be in the middle.
I just like I said, I feel like he's almost on the hot seat. He's a tick away from being on the hot seat.
See, Raekwon,
a tick away.
But y'all know me. I don't be disagreeing with y'all on that type. Like I get it though. I get it's like, why are you doing that for a backup, bro? But I think we all be saying, bro, this is what I be telling people. We're not going to pay this dude $26 million. He's not going to start. Buddy, you're playing 17 games.
Exactly. Which is
you're playing, and we're going to figure it out.
That's why I was confused as to why I see people talking about, well, they're going to trade up in a draft or take
for a tackle
or something like that.
Why?
No, he's right there.
Why?
$26 million.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Whatever you do, like we gotta be real, bro. Yeah, we want more bodies. We need more people out here. Competition. No, I didn't pay this $26 million. I just threw the bottle. I'm sorry. I just threw the. We not paying him $26 million, bro.
Hey, $26 million. He's not getting paid $26 million to sit on the bench.
Not on the bench, bro.
That's
Vikings
his job in the training camp.
Okay, Vikings on the clock at 24, and they've been very open to trading down. They had a field pick on any team with just 4. Okay.
Somebody might. I think if we want a good guy, who did the Vikings get? Matthew Golden.
Yep, they got Golden.
He was a fan of Pat Mahomes. He was hoping to play for the Chiefs.
All right, he's hoping to fall.
Yeah, but the Packers got so many wide receivers though.
Who? Because they got Dobbs, Christian Watson, who? Cause actually, Reed.
Yeah, they got McCole Hardman, Jaden Reed. They got Datavion Wicks. Like, yeah. What did McCole go to Green Bay for?
You're not making a team, bro. You're not making a team, bro.
Why did my guy go to Green Bay?
They happy. It's a celebration.
They like that pick.
They love it.
He said he was going to 4-2. He said he was going to 4-2. Like this is Xavier Worthy 2.0.
No, hold on. That was Bonds. That was Bonds.
That was Bonds.
Yeah, he capped Lord. Yes.
But Golden was cold, so I ain't gonna lie.
They said he's really the best one out of them, I think. So Washington tore ACL in playoffs. Yeah, they did. He did tear his play. So he gonna be gone for most of the season.
It's cracking.
Yeah, but even still, though, man.
They got a lot. They got a lot.
Like I said, you got Romeo Dobbs, you got Jaden Reed, you got Datavion Wicks. I mean, and then I think
does Christian Watson eventually do Christian Watson eventually get traded or released? I think it's the real question because he's still on his rookie contract, right?
I don't think the question is Christian Watson. It's probably Dobbs, unless Dobbs.
Well, they've been trying to trade him anyway, so he might.
He's been the one that's not been happy the whole time. I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs went that route.
Yeah, Dobbs don't want to be there anyway. Okay, so this is Christian Washington's last year on his contract, and then he'll be a UFA in 2026.
Unrestricted. Mm-hmm.
That sucks though, because he gonna miss majority of the season.
He picked UGK.
Hey, they got me feeling lit. I be hey.
I would have been out music.
Hey, I would have been out in Green Bay tonight. You know what I'm saying? I probably would have been on my Shay. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. He the appropriate age.
Like that.
Look.
Don't even. Yeah.
We not even playing the Shay games, bro.
My boy
we can't even speak on him right now.
Yeah,
we love him though. God be with him right now.
He too green with all that damn money.
Yeah.
Language. He too green with all that damn money.
God be with him. God be with him right now.
Yeah, goodness gracious.
Now they let him get off because he here, huh? Vikings pick is in though.
They pick it. This is probably a tight end or an end.
Stop, Ray. Stop. We couldn't find you at all, bro. We would have been on that all the way. Stop. We would have had a good time.
They took I don't want to say it, but I don't think we was looking at him, but he sounded like I think he was a guard.
Yeah.
Who?
Are we spoiling picks on him?
I mean, no, we ain't say nothing. What they already came in? Huh?
Yeah.
For the Vikings?
Yep.
I ain't get there yet, but
yeah, DJ.
Oh, okay. We did it last year. They wasn't tripping.
He ran a 4.29.
Who ran a 4.2? You talking about
They said Golden ran a 4.29.
Yes, sir. That boy can fly.
He was cold. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, he can fly.
He was going crazy at Texas this year.
Yeah, this year.
I'm kind of feeling that. Kind of feeling what he on.
What?
I like what he doing with the ball in his hands, but I like that speed. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right, Lonnie. I would trade Tyreek back. Miami, y'all can come back to 31st for Tyreek. I just play.
You love Tyreek, boy. You and Dre love Tyreek. I guess y'all big Tyreek lovers.
I got Tyreek, man. You look, I can't find my dang on Tyreek jersey. It's right here somewhere.
You can't find me a better wide receiver that came from Kansas City right now, other than Dwayne Bowe.
Hold on, what?
You want to speak on exactly? You have to
Hold
do
on, what?
it. But it's, I mean, that's that. You know, everybody got their people that they like. You know, in their eyes.
Dwayne Bowe, bro. He was it before all them guys came in, bro. I mean, we had the Eddie Kennedys of the whole. Hold on.
Giants moving up.
Rams are trading, and the Giants are on the clock at 25.
Giants about to get Shador.
So they are y'all right there because they would have Abdul Carter. But they had some hype saying Jackson Dart. Was it like a smoke screen?
Are they going to get Shador?
I think the Giants about to get Shador here.
They're about to go get Shador.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, we traded back in to get you. You see, we traded back in the first round for you.
I had a feeling somebody was going to get him.
He was really a second round pick.
Shador, he loves the Giants.
If they trade and go get Jackson Dart, that's some backdoor activity. That's some backdoor activity going on in the NFL.
Giants on the clock now. They about to get Shador. Let him sit behind Russell Wilson. Because we all know Jameson Winston is gonna be the back. He's just a backup. And then they got
God damn, they gave up a lot.
Shador worth it.
They gave up a 30.
Yeah, he's a real number one pick. Boy, stop playing with him.
That's what they got. That's what they got. Is that who they went and got?
Nah, we don't know yet. They just telling the details of the trade right now.
Yeah, but I think this only makes sense.
They got 34.99 in the third in the 2026 third. That's cool. I guess you get 2 picks this year and then 1 next year.
Twitter is X. Let me say that X is going crazy right now. That's all I can say.
It's got to be Shador right here.
Yeah. No Jackson Dart. No.
If they do Jackson Dart right here, dog. I mean, he a good quarterback. I ain't gonna lie to you. He good.
I don't care. I'm
Yes, Raekwon.
Oh, we spoiling? Oh my God!
Shador has been backdoored. It's we gonna talk about it, but it's gonna be some real questions asked about what's going on. Is this something against Deion Sanders? Because this is what it seemed like.
Nah, I mean, we can't act like he was just a for sure for like, you know how they said it. So like we can't go that way yet. But I think more so this is just adding fuel to the fire, bro.
But who needs a quarterback right
now? Who gonna trade back in and try to get one?
At this point, Shador's a second rounder, like I said when I first got. I think if he don't get picked within the first 10, I think he was going to the second round, period.
Yeah, Jackson Dart. That is crazy.
Blue and red goes to blue and red in New York. Hey, I said it earlier. Jackson Dart looked like the more pro-ready quarterback, and there was kind of a smoke screen that Tyler Shook was gonna creep into the first round, and so clearly the quarterbacks in college that can play the pro style are more highly coveted than just, players.
Hey, all I can say is, man, I hope my guy just sitting there just letting it soak all in, man, and using it as motivation.
Don't go on social media talking stuff. Be cool. Just be cool.
Just be cool, man.
Don't be Will Levis.
I don't think he will, but I feel like this, honestly, in all honesty, y'all, we get caught up in sometimes thinking that we are whoever our predecessor was or whoever our parent is. And I think he kind of got caught up in that a little bit too much. Like, Like sometimes you got to just humble yourself a little bit. Like I understand Marvin Harrison Jr. did whatever he did. Marvin Harrison Jr. was playing for Ohio State. He was like in the college football playoff, all of that. Shador didn't even get close. He didn't even breathe on the college football playoff. He won the SWAC, bro. So like we just got to be real. Like,
do the Rams look at quarterback here with Matthew Stafford?
When it comes to
Shador Sanders, if he's good enough, he gets a 5th-year option.
When it comes to Shador, yeah, he won the SWAC, but he also went to Colorado, one of the worst college football programs in college football. And they came in, I think they won, 4 games his first year there. And they were in the big, Pac-12. And then they switched to the Big 12. And they won, they went 9-4. They did get smoked in the bowl game. I ain't gonna lie. Against who was that, BYU? But, he did. I mean, he had one of the highest completion ratings as a quarterback. I get it. A lot of it is behind the line of scrimmage, a lot of dig and dunk passes. But I think more so him in his interviews. They didn't like what he was talking in his interviews. But
Falcons are trading back into round 1.
Yeah, they're not getting him.
So.
I mean, yeah, Raekwon, you can say that, but I mean, a lot.
Are they seriously going to Michael Penix again?
Nah, they're not. They're going to get a wide receiver. Fair next to Drake London.
Let's see.
I for sure thought that the Giants was going to do that and grab him.
feel like it's about to start popping down here at the bottom. And then in these later rounds, feel like it's about to start going down and phones is getting hot.
Oh, yeah.
I said Beach might be trading out in the first round.
So Josh Connerly, Josh Simmons, Luther Burden. Those are some names that are still sitting there at the end of the first round. Are you guys interested?
Luther Burden in the first round? I keep hearing that name. So people really think I love LB. I love Luther Burden, bro.
That's what I'm saying, though. Like end of first round
but at
is
the same
like
time,
second, third round. Okay, because the first round ratings are not there. So at that point, you're just taking a guy because you like him, but you can't make a trade down that's worth it and try to find the exact value spot for him. It's why we picked Felix in 2023. It's like, would we have made that pick if the draft was not in Kansas City? Maybe not. So, like, if Brett Veach is all about value, then that's not the move that you make. But if you like the player enough, then you might as well take him, and you get an extra 5th year out of him if he turns out to be really, really good.
I get what you're saying, but I mean, if you're gonna redshirt the player regardless, which he might end up having to even. I don't think he'll be a redshirt. I think he might be the closest player to come and make an immediate impact as far as offense. But if you're gonna redshirt a player, basically, why not go get Simmons? Go get the tackle. He's hurt. Yeah, he's not gonna play. Just go. If you're gonna redshirt him,
no.
Yes.
Dang. No.
I mean,
he's not going to be that. No. He's not going to be that.
Atlanta Falcons have traded with the Rams. And the pick is
Ray. I think I'm gonna keep it G. I think Ray, it's a role for Juju regardless because Juju know how to block. But we ain't got J Watt no more. He went down there to Houston, so I think it's a little space on there. I know Remigio making the roster for sure.
I mean, bro should have been on the roster. All right.
But I get it. It's kind of crowded up the room, but I think Clinton liked the high flyers, and I think that's a lot of the Chiefs Kingdom. They feel the same way. They like a lot of offense. They want to see points scored. So Luther Burden is a sexy
I'm
pick.
all on board on Josh Simmons also. Like he's supposed to be really good, and this year he's projected down because he got injured. We already assumed Jalen Moore's gonna start. So either he's really good and he's your left tackle, or he's really bad and Simmons can replace him, or in either case he can get rid of Juwan Taylor after next year. So I don't care if he sits a full year because he may be really good. Another name to watch, Dre and I already hyped him up earlier, but we never officially said his name. Ariante, local kid out of Ruskin, who played at Minnesota and actually was able to shut down Abdul Carter. I also would not hate that move because that would be another make the local Chiefs Kingdom and other fan bases within Chiefs Kingdom happy. Like if they took Luther Burden. So that's why we keep bringing up that name. It's just because fans of Mizzou have been hyping him up before the draft, saying like, "Oh, he's so good, he could be top 10, all that." Like he'd be really good on the Chiefs, and just trying to manifest that. So, do we know who the Falcons have selected yet?
Was that kid a tackle? I seen his story on the news earlier. The kid you were talking about from Ruskin, is he a tackle?
Yes, he is.
Yep.
Yeah, I seen him. Yeah.
Yes.
Is his last name Ursery, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ursery, yeah. I think you can't go wrong with either one of those picks, but
we have another Kansas City native in Jalen Noel, the wide receiver for Iowa State. He went to Parkview. So
okay, they coming in from the city, man.
James Pierce is the selection for the Atlanta Falcons.
They said he was one of the he had a lot of speed off the edge. I was hearing a lot about him.
That's the pick I think that I said they originally should have picked because they need that. They need that for sure because they were terrible last year as far as getting to the quarterback. But I do like this. If he's there at 31, I do like Jalen Noel, the Kansas City native. He ran a 4.38 40 and he's 5'10". So
that's a weapon. Y'all know y'all. I don't know. I think the Chiefs got to get their hands dirty in this draft. Y'all not gonna get y'all. I don't think y'all gonna get y'all high flyer into the second round, second or third round.
Yeah, I mean that's fine, but we need explosiveness on that offense.
Ooh. Ray.
Ravens got DeAndre Hopkins. They got
that makes sense though. If they go get cut and go get bro.
They got him, Bateman, Zay Flowers, and then you got their tight end that be going up.
They kind of need defense though, in my opinion. They could go get Will Johnson right here.
That's who on the clock, the Ravens.
Yeah.
Yep.
New York was ready to draft Jackson Dart. They had a clip already. They got the promo out already and everything. Man, they was backdoor Shador the whole time for real.
Shador loved Chicago. He loved New York too. He
had on Giants cleats. He had the
Giants
cleats on.
Yeah.
Like he just did a little too much. That's why I said sometimes you just gotta just be
humble, cool.
Yeah.
And I think that's what this draft is gonna do to him.
It's like, bro, you're not a bad quarterback, bro, but like you just not what you're not gonna be what you think you are to everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he'll be all right.
So he'll be all right.
If he don't go tonight, he'll probably be a Raider. Sit behind Geno.
Shador Sanders, you are a St. Louis Battlehawk.
Hey,
We
man,
not
can't
gonna
do
play
nothing
with him.
like that.
Yeah, we're not
Play
gonna
with
do
him,
it.
bro. We not gonna play with
We
him,
not
bro.
gonna rip you
We
apart,
ain't
Clay.
playing with him.
You're a Hamilton
We
Tiger
ain't
Cat.
playing with Deion Jr. like that, bro.
Deion Jr. Respect him so much.
No Shador slander will be tolerated, man, at all.
We ain't gonna do him. We ain't put him on Battle Hogs, man.
Man, not the St. Louis Battlehawks.
He at least get in the NFL, dog.
He ain't going undrafted. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Ask
Nah,
Will
that'd be
Levitt
crazy.
what it's like to be the second round pick that starts for a team. Oh, he got replaced tonight. A year later.
I mean, Will Levis, he was put in a bad spot anyway because he came behind Ryan Tannehill, and then he was drafted by Mike Vrabel, and then Mike Vrabel got fired, and then he ended up having to play for a coach that didn't want him. So that's why they ended up ultimately got Cam Ward. So that coach got his quarterback.
Yep. And Borgonzi there, y'all know Borgonzi. That's from the Chiefs tree. He gonna get his guy. He came from H. He gonna make sure to get somebody he can rely on.
So they'll probably end up trading Will Levis to like the Steelers or something.
Yeah, I wasn't here when we talked about his cap. What he said though, we not gonna. We did y'all hear the cap that he said though? Like, no, we gotta bring that up. What Borgonzi said, bro. Trying to say Cam Ward remind him of Patrick Mahomes. Like, what y'all feel about that, huh? How y'all feel about that, huh?
I mean, that's a lot. Everybody's getting comp to him now. That's the thing.
Here's my response.
Isn't that the comp that they were giving Caleb Williams last year? We see what he did. So,
okay. The Ravens taking that safety though.
Who? That's the first safety off the board.
Malachi.
Ooh, that's a nice pickup too.
So is the rumors true that they really trying to get rid of Cal Hamilton?
I don't know about that.
Y'all didn't hear that?
I really don't know. I don't know. Like, if anything, they not.
That rumor might be true.
I mean, it's not a surprise to seeing two dog safeties next to each other, though. You know, they try to make it work.
That's why I say go get a DB, get a DB.
The Bills about to take Will Johnson just to make us mad.
Yep. Yep. Because they know for a fact the Chiefs want him, or they're gonna take. Watch them take Luka Burton. Watch them take Burton.
You know they taking Burton for sure.
Yeah, watch them take Burton.
Y'all want me to keep it G? Y'all want me to keep it G about Burton? I just saw that practice. Practice film, bro. Not gonna lie. He cool though, but it's just not like just elite separation. He a yak guy, so like I'm not really tripping.
Yeah, so, I mean he's like a Debo. He's like a Debo Samuel.
Yeah, it's like
that's what I look at him as.
You know, it's like I feel like if you make that decision on that with him, it's more so. All right, I mean
they the Buffalo Bills need their inside guy anyway. I mean they got
pretty good.
My guy.
Shakir,
and then the guy they drafted last year. My guy, what's his name?
Keon Coleman.
Keon Coleman, yeah.
They had MVS for a little bit.
Yep, the MVS balled out towards the end of the season in New Orleans.
Is he gonna make a team this year? Is the real question.
Yeah, he'll make a team somewhere. He was serviceable. A veteran, he'll be cheap. Come in and have you a game or two where he get a 100-yard game or here 89-yard game.
Ah, yeah, they did pick up Josh Palmer.
Hey, I want to know what John Dorsey gonna do. Who he draft?
The best GM in Chiefs history, huh?
You know it, man. You know what I'm talking about, man. He got he built the foundation of his franchise, man.
He literally built. Hold on, he literally built. He literally builds foundations and leave. He's not going to be a part of the success, but he's going to put it together and put it in place.
I mean,
It's like
fired by Cleveland, though. So.
He wasn't even a GM then. He was like became like a special advisor.
But I mean, he was the one who drafted like Nick Chubb, and he
found the talent
out there too. A lot of Lions fans are calling for Will Johnson right here. We'll see.
Why Cuz come out so aggressive like that, bro? Chill. Calm down. Why he slapped the Raven logo like that, bro? Like he too geek.
He hype. I ain't mad at him though.
Oh, if Skip Bayless says Shadur Sanders is going to be a steal, then you know he's in trouble.
You're not listening to nothing he got to say.
Anybody worry about Skip?
As soon as you said Skip, nothing registered.
Ain't nobody worry about Skip, man, because he gonna say that, but then turn around and be shredding and throwing Shador to the bus week 1 or something if he started. What we want for this pick? Are you talking about for the Chiefs?
Probably Detroit. Because they pick is in.
Raekwon said what we want for our pick.
Our pick.
I want Will Johnson if he's there.
Yeah, he was falling. It seemed like that's the best choice, honestly.
I want Will Johnson. You got Jaden Higgins, you got Jalen Noel, or Luther Burton. We got to get more explosive on an offense this year, man. We just got to. That's my opinion.
You've been one offense explosive since Tyreek left, bro. It's being year in, year out. Until we get somebody that fully replaces him, it's going to be a weapon.
You know, it is a reason why, though, because I'm tired of the Dink and Dunk. We made Patrick Mahomes into Alex Smith, man. I don't know how you can do that. You got one of the best quarterbacks in the league who got one of the biggest arms in the league, and you got him dinking and dunking. What are we doing? But it's all right, though. We need more explosion.
So the picks slowed down. The NFL must have got on them people releasing picks, leaking picks. They must have got on somebody because it has slowed down. They was leaking them at first.
Yeah, bro, we was like 3 picks ahead, man.
They didn't stop that. Somebody NFL must start making calls. Jordan shows all of them.
The draft's supposed to be done in 15 minutes, and we still got a lot more picks to go. So if that's the case, we got to pick up the pace.
Yeah, the Lions pick is
all
in
right. D tackle.
Yes, sir. Now, the Commanders do for sure need a defensive back.
We should have known they was going defensive line. Their line was decimated. Defensive line was decimated this year with injuries.
Yeah, man.
They had to go get Zadarius Smith.
Yeah, I thought
Mhm.
my goodness. Yeah, the only cornerback that the Commanders got is Marshawn Lattimore. So I could see them getting Will Johnson. I'm hoping he slides though. Keep on sliding to 31, man.
Just falling and falling. And falling and falling.
Man, if Brett Beach does some shit like, oh, excuse my language, my bad. If he go grab like Elijah Arroyo, a tight end or something, I'm not watching the Chiefs this year, man. If he go get Elijah,
Wow, bro.
he better not go get no dang on tight end. I know Trav on his way out, but come on, bro. Yeah, I agree. Burton does have the better hands for sure out of all those wide receivers. So, I do like Burton. I don't like how they did my dude Shador today, man. I don't like that.
Yeah. They definitely did backdoor Shador. I said that. It's a bad rap sheet out there on him. Something is out there on my guy for sure. I don't know if it's just the attachment to his father or if it's just the play on the field, but we hoping that it's the play on the field. I don't think that should play a factor in the guy's character or who he is as a person, but I think team that might be scaring some teams off.
Yeah, but I mean, he made teams better when he was quarterback, when he joined the team or whatever. So I don't know.
Yeah, only knock I had on Shador is that he held on to the ball too long. But I feel like that's a lot of quarterbacks nowadays, right there. Everybody want to try and make a play. So
they look for that big play.
Yeah.
You got NFL quarterbacks doing that too. They still do it. So.
Somebody definitely got in trouble for releasing them picks because the picks was coming in way faster than that.
Yeah, they definitely slowed that down. But I mean, what time they drive in? What 10:30? They might try. I think they might be. What is it? 10:20? They might be stretching this to 11.
Now they got Deion Sanders tweets popping up.
Oh yeah, man. I know Prom feels. I know Prom feels. He feels a kind of way. He feels a certain type of way when it's like when his stuff is kind of like affecting his kids. And that's any parent though, man. So I would feel some type of way too. If something that I did growing up affected like my kids' future or whatever the case may be, I feel a certain way.
Definitely.
So I know Prime feeling a certain way, but at the end of the day, it is definitely politics for sure.
For sure. That's what I was gonna say. It's definitely politics to say the least. It's some something going on. We don't know what, but it's definitely more to it. It's Marvin Harrison Jr. Granted, Marvin Harrison Jr. kind of did the same thing. Ooh, hold on. Commanders already got their pick. I know. I heard his name too. He went this late.
Yeah,
he was supposed to be up there.
I wonder was he got come off? Is he coming off an injury?
Nah, I don't think he coming off injury. I think he was straight.
Okay.
I know the other was he's coming off injury. The one we were looking at.
Buffalo up next.
That was a cool pick.
Yeah, I like this pick for the Commanders.
So they went Josh Connolly Jr. But don't they got Wiley and
Does he want to get younger?
No, I'm saying, but don't they got Wiley and did we have another tackle that they took from us? Allegretti? No, he a guard.
I think they do got.
They got Larry Tunsil.
Yeah,
they grabbed him. Yep.
That was a good pick.
Ooh, we're getting close.
That's how if you want to see how somebody you get tackles for your team, Beach, take notes. Go trade for Tunsil. Then they go, look, we're going to double up. Yeah. What? What's Beach doing?
I'm just getting tired. I'm getting tired of. I was really about to just say some wild stuff out here.
Because what you are, he traded for Orlando Brown. You acting like he ain't trying. Yes, he traded for Orlando Brown. Good for him. He ain't did nothing for real other than that. Got a dude to be jumping off sides all the time. Wouldn't pay him 40 M's.
You pay him 40 M's? 40 M's?
He getting paid.
40 M's? So we're capping and saying 40 M's.
Okay, we how much did he get paid when he first?
He got 20 million a year. Shut up. Stop playing. Like I'm getting really in the.
When he signed, what was the signing bonus?
Bro, he overpaid. He getting guaranteed his whole contract. His whole contract guaranteed basically. He said you're getting 20 million a year. He definitely said that.
What's his cap hit? He one of the highest paid players on the team.
I think his cap hit is a little high though.
Yeah.
Overpaid.
Not worth it.
I just like that pick from the jump.
Got some
I
work
like
to
that
do,
signing from jump.
Yeah.
He done reach for sure on a couple players.
Yep, Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, I respect it.
Yeah, Super Bowl champion. Yeah.
Bro, Beach is 3-time Super Bowl champion.
Thanks to who? You know who it is.
Thanks to Dale Fowler because I'm the one who hyped it up.
Man,
I'm the one.
The issue, like I said before, man, we having to rebuild our offensive line twice in the last 4 years. That's a problem. We need stability on that offensive line.
But it's funny. It'd be funny that y'all saying that, and it'd be funny that y'all be on the same side. But Lonnie, you're the main one saying go and tackle, but Dre over here saying go wide receiver, running back. Like y'all not even on the same page. So like, can y'all be on the same page and why y'all hate them collectively? Collectively though.
We don't gotta be on the same page because I'm pretty sure Dre got a tackle in there somewhere.
Y'all gotta be playing with tape just because
we're trying to help him save his job. But what Dre said is absolutely true, bro. We're not gonna ignore the fact that this has been a problem for us for a couple years now. It's like you can't keep losing the same way. That's repetitive, bro.
You can't keep losing the same way. Got you. So what was the last? So we lost in the Super Bowl, but why did we lose in the AFC Championship game against the Bengals?
That
was
you can
Pat.
blame the quarterback. Yeah,
That's
you can blame the quarterback for
Pat.
that one right there. Running around. What he do at the end of the game? What he run around, get sacked?
Y'all
not seeing my face? Y'all not seeing my face?
Hold on. The Bengals made an adjustment and they ended up sending a spy on Pat, and Pat couldn't. That flustered Pat. As you noticed in the first half, Pat was balling. And they had a spy sitting on Pat, and then Pat couldn't adjust, and we lost. But the 2 Super Bowls that we had, why did we lose? And we got blew out in both of them.
Again.
And Pat's worst losses where he lost by multiple touchdowns.
I'm not really like, but where y'all said it is like I get what y'all saying. Like I'm not really tripping though, cause it's like, bro, I get it though. Too. It's like what I'm trying to tell y'all is that we're literally stuck in this like cycle.
Put the duct tape down.
Really. It was really calming me down. I'm not gonna lie. It was really calming me down. I'm not gonna lie. But I think like we're stuck in this. It's like this everlasting cycle, and people gonna have to make a decision, bro. Like, are y'all gonna be ready for Brett Veach to go, or y'all gonna be ready for him to just like honestly, my thing is,
I'm gonna tell you this.
Because say if what happens like now, like say what happens like if the cycle happens again, right? Say we don't miss it, like because pretty much if you think about it, we won the Super Bowl, okay, lost the next one, didn't make it, and then we won back-to-back Super Bowls. Now we lost this one, a blowout. But like, what happened? He come back next year because he didn't lose his job, and we win a Super Bowl.
Chiefs are on the clock. We're
gonna be on. We got a cycle, bro.
Look,
I'm
gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. As long as we got Pat Mahomes as our quarterback, you can put anybody at GM and run the show.
Okay, like that's where.
So if he left, I don't think we'd fall off.
Okay. I mean, I'm not even against that. I mean, we have to see. I think really, I'm just scared, bro. Like I know, like I'm happy about the Super Bowl wins. You know.
I mean, I love the Super Bowl wins. I love.
Like I'm nervous for that, bro. You know what I mean? I'm truthfully nervous for that to happen. You know.
I love it.
Ooh. Why did the Eagles trade with us to They traded up to 31. Why we moved back to 32?
No way we did that.
Yes, I swear to God, we moved down. We must know we getting whoever we getting.
I know Brett Veach ain't do that.
Yes, he traded down.
He got 32 and 164.
The Kansas City Chiefs wanted to feel like they won the Super Bowl by trading down one spot to select at pick 32.
No.
I do like. I was a fan of his too. Maxwell Harrison out of Kentucky. I was a fan of his for sure.
Yeah, that was a good pick. I liked him too.
The Bills are good.
I thought the Chiefs would have got that pick. I thought the Chiefs might have got him.
The Bills are always good at picking DBs. I will give them that. That's for sure.
They taking Kentucky. Okay, Maxwell Harrison. Okay.
Why would you ever believe Howie Roseman? He probably just lied to you.
Nah, they got more holes to fill though. They had a lot of people leave.
They said who you drafted. He said who you drafted. He said you don't bet. We trade. We take it.
No, I don't even think it's on that, bro. It's like they really do got more holes to fill. Like what they gonna get? Like I think they solely had 2 people that they wanted. It was like whoever you take, we just gonna take the other person. So we don't really care.
Who do y'all think the Chiefs had on their board at this point? It's either
I don't know. We gonna figure it. We not even gonna know until tomorrow, bro. I'm not even gonna even guess it.
I know that's what I said. I said that the whole time. I figured they might trade out.
But if they really want to go up to 31, like Is it that serious? though?
The Eagles about to get a DB. Watch. That's the only thing that makes sense. You trade up to get a DB. I mean, you don't need a running back. Your offensive line is set. You just extended your center.
All right, but before we do get ready for these next couple picks, please
make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us on all our social media platforms at Red Kingdom Media. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave a like or comment so we can reply and interact with you and make you a part of the show. If you listen to us on Spotify, please rate us 5 stars so we can increase our reach in the playlist. Follow us and all our contributors on all the social media platforms: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and X. If you'd like to come on and talk Chiefs, message us so we can potentially set that up. Do you enjoy written content? Subscribe to our Substack. We have both a free and a $5 a month subscription and post on there frequently. And if you have any interest in being a contributor on the writing staff, feel free to reach out and we'll be in touch. It would help support the brand if you would purchase our merch, like the shirt that I'm wearing currently. Set up an order for one of these or 2 or 3, and this will allow us to expand our inventory options. Thanks for being a part of this channel, and if there's any partner that's listening to this interested in sponsoring the show or any other content that we produce, please reach out. Now, back to the show.
They taking a linebacker. They took a linebacker.
That boy Pat knows something. He just tweeted the glasses, the cool glasses. Pat knows something. I think they
took Campbell. The Eagles took Jahad Campbell.
That's a good pickup for them.
A linebacker.
I think Pat knows something.
Whoa.
Pat just tweeted out with the cool emoji. they got one.
So this is I know what it was then. So.
So do we have the trade compensation yet for what the Chiefs were able to net for falling back one singular spot?
We just got picked number 32 and 164 in the 5th round.
A 5th round pick to go down one spot. All right. That sounds great because I said earlier the Chiefs do not have a lot of mid-round selections. They had a 4th and then all 7th. So now they can play around a little bit more on Saturday.
All right. This pick is going to determine a lot of people's views on the beach. They're taking linebacker Jahad Campbell. So you have Will Johnson on the board. That's a corner that everybody hyping, right? Knee problems, okay. You got Simmons on the board. Knee problems. All right, okay. Like ACL. We'll see.
Or you can get
Luther Burns on the board.
Who?
Mike Green, the edge out of Marshall's on the board.
The edge out of Marshall is on the board.
It's a lot of things
on the board. Ariante's on the board if you want to stay local. No.
It's going to be interesting.
Is there a receiving option that you guys are interested in at this spot?
Absolutely, there
other
is.
than Luther Burns.
Yes.
Well, I said other than Luther Burns.
Yeah, no, Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel out of Iowa State. Both of them.
I think both of those players I've seen projected in 3rd round. So
Beach is taking all his time.
He's about to be like, okay, I'm not gonna rush for y'all. Whatever I do, y'all gonna get mad anyway. So
I'm gonna get Elijah Arroyo out of Miami, tight end.
I've also seen that guy in the 3rd round. That's what I'm saying. All these guys we really like could just be 3rd round players.
I'm kidding on Elijah Arroyo though.
The way they talking about this draft, the 1st round pick is the only one to make the team.
Yeah.
That's the way they talk about the draft.
How they talk about it? Like, hey, none of them really should be in the league. really gonna
First
be in the
rounders are the only good players.
I'm really playing with this duct tape. It's crazy.
My boy playing with duct tape to keep himself calm.
Cause hey, look, Vitch, I really been on your side, bro. Like you really better not disappoint me, bro. Like I hope
Taking all
everybody
the
just
time,
ecstatic.
man, but we said, ain't nobody got the inside scoop.
We don't know.
Well, my inside scoop on our Substack was either we're taking Josh Simmons or Luther Burden. So both of those are still an option right here, right now. So
Like I said, with
now
Pat
it's
Mahomes, too,
whether or not the Chiefs Kingdom is interested as Brett Beach.
I think this is
whether or
whatever
not he's
pick this is. I
active.
think it helps. I think it helps Pat.
because of the tweet.
I'm refreshing, and I ain't
Really,
got nothing.
why are we still calling X stuff tweets though? Like, isn't like, can we like find a different, like,
That's why we just call it Twitter.
X is like. He did change it to post instead of tweet though. He really be on that now.
Patrick Mahomes 5 minutes ago tweeted a sunglasses emoji. What does that mean, y'all? What does that mean?
All right, we talked about that. We seen that.
Let's talk about it. Mahomes, we're not taking any of your picks no more, bro.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Wow,
but you just
this is sick.
No. Clyde Edwards-Helaire was his pick. Don't give him the other ones. Give him that one, Clinton.
Yeah, he was.
And let's call that out. Sit your butt
Rasheed
down
Rice
and shut
literally
up
played
and
with
watch.
Patrick Mahomes. CEH just sat on the field for the COVID year, bro.
No. You pick Clyde. You're still on. We're still in your head about that, bro.
They literally called Pat and said, "Who do you want right here at
Patrick
number 10?"
Mahomes, that selected person.
Oh, but he gonna select this person, huh, Clinton?
No, Clint. They
The
did.
Chiefs are saying they said they go offensive line. Said they go offensive line. Said they go offensive line. George Schultz just said they go offensive line.
Oh my God.
That makes no sense. Then you just wasted $26 million on him.
Chiefs are staying at number 32, expecting offensive line for Patrick Mahomes. I mean, he was wrong on a couple stuff, so hopefully
he wrong. Because if that's the case, then why'd you pay? Then why'd you pay?
sources.
I hope he's wrong.
It's cool, bro. I might just have to accept whatever happens.
Yeah, I hope. Rick Juan. I'm hoping Juan is gone ASAP.
Oh my God! Like he really making us wait to the last minute.
We got
Like,
7
man.
minutes. You're about to go to another commercial. Oh, the pick is in. Oh, we already the pick is in.
The pick is in.
The pick is in and ain't nothing on Twitter at all.
Yeah,
No.
Is this on purpose?
They gonna trade it.
They said Shador is not going in the first round. That's all they tweeting.
I'm weak. Like,
Yeah, nah.
I feel like it was a work on Deion Sanders for real, especially with these insiders. Like, why's that's the first thing you tweeting? Chiefs on the clock. Like,
I mean, they knew that though from pick 31.
exactly.
I guess they was waiting for like the pick to be in type stuff where it's like, yeah, Chiefs pick in, you're not going there, buddy.
They really not gonna let us know, huh?
No, they not. Like we might as well just
We
go
really might as well put our phones down. Beach got that room sold up. Beach got the room sold up.
He said, "Yeah,
Beach got the room like this."
He said, "Y'all better not say nothing."
If I see somebody with their phone out,
yeah,
you ain't even got your phone in the room.
Yeah. Man, I want Will Johnson. That's who I want.
He acting like his job depend on this pick. Why didn't you release it? All the rest of them that came out,
because he knows. He knows his job.
He can feel it, bro.
Hey, he got to hit on this draft.
It got to be a splash.
Oh my God!
They
took John Simmons.
The mock drafters were right, y'all.
Yep.
The Chiefs took a chance on the offensive tackle that they could afford to sit and know that his talent could be boom or bust. And he could be the left tackle that y'all wanted for the seasons that you couldn't get because you couldn't select top 10, but a player that is injured that can fall. I mean, that's still a risk. But you can't deny his talent. He certainly flashed.
All right. Bye, Juwan. Get him out of here this year. Excuse me. Forget it now. Bye. Forget it. I'm all in on that. Forget it, bro. If we're gonna do that,
yeah, because it's the narrative on him. He wasn't gonna be ready until like next year. I thought, right? Didn't he hurt himself late in the season or something like that?
November of 24. So you weren't going to ask him to start this season anyway. But if you're asking him to come in midway through the year because Jalen Moore doesn't look as good as he did in like the 1.5 games of actual full games that he played, then you could still swap him in, or you give him the full redshirt year and see what you have. Because it didn't work with Kingsley. You threw Kingsley out in the fire, and he couldn't hold up. So maybe they try to be a little more patient with their left tackle future, or tackle in general future.
Don't have no down face now, bro. This is what you want. Cool. You look sad over there. Let me tell you something.
Look. Let me put the narrative out there now before you try and screw up the narrative with your. Never mind, I ain't gonna do that. But
say it.
I'm
honest because you're not
prior to you even getting on here, I spoke about that. I would like them going tackle if it's gonna be a red shirt pick, like I was saying, just like this guy is more than likely he was gonna be a red shirt pick, whoever it was, even if it was Luther Burden. I would like them to go offensive tackle. All right, you're gonna have him sit anyway. He was gonna sit anyway. He wasn't gonna probably start this year. So I like it. I mean, he's one of the best tackles on the board. He played for a proven winner.
Look,
he's more talented than Kingsley at tackle. He's more talented than Wanye Morris at this part in time. So like this is one of the best. It's better than calling the free agent off the scrap heap. So I know some Chiefs Kingdom were happy because they didn't know if he would quite fall, and he fell, and the Chiefs were able to net a 5th round pick for doing absolutely nothing in the process, and still took a guy that they maybe were interested in.
I think this makes day 2 a lot more fun, though.
So,
honestly,
you can't go wrong with those choices. I'm gonna bail. Say to enjoy your conversation and.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have fun with day 2. Like honestly, right? I agree with you right there. I think we could be very busy day 2. Truthfully, we can be busy day 2. We can go see what's going on and everything like that. But we got some options, bro. Like it's not like, but a lot of those guys, I think, Dre, you might be tripping because they're gonna be gone earlier in the 2nd round, huh? So go ahead, put it all out on the table.
It is what it is, man. At this point, when it comes to protecting the quarterback, man, we gotta get consistency there. So I get why they did it. I'm just not I'm never sold on drafting guys out of college that have serious injuries because. Yeah, he's gonna sit, but at the same time, I mean, when he comes in, he might struggle. And then they're like, well, he was a project anyway. I'm tired of getting projects, bro. I'm tired of getting projects at left tackle, bro. I'm tired of it. But I mean, he is one of the best tackles in the draft or whatever. But I mean, I wanted a sexy pick, man. That's what I wanted today, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you,
Dre, man, come on, man. We can't have the best in the world. This man talking about losing his job. That was a job. That was a pick right there to save his job.
I mean, he got to protect the quarterback. I get it. I mean, shit. If you after the performance we put out there in the Super Bowl, yeah, you got to protect the quarterback. So I get it 100% why he did it, but at the same time, Luther Burton's right there, bro. Like Will Johnson's right there, man. So, but I mean, it is what it is, man. So.
I mean, let me see what they just said. Something about medical records and stuff like that. So
I just don't like. Because I mean, we bring him in, but I just don't like that. So why do we pay Jalen Moore $26 million guaranteed then?
Like Dale was saying, I think that's really writing on the wall for Jawan Taylor, for real. And then if Jalen Moore just so happens to not be able to like they're paying out, and I feel like it's an emergency, break glass in case of the emergency. I feel like it's just best. It was the best case scenario for Brett Veach because if you draft somebody like Luther Burton, and it's not to say that he's not an NFL caliber talent, but then he goes left, and you in the same situation where you don't got to tackle, you can't protect your quarterback. I feel like it's just gonna get bad. I think the noise will just get too loud. And they had an opportunity to fix it, so I think he had to take advantage of his opportunity. So
Ian Rappaport, he said the Chiefs. Go ahead.
But Simmons ain't going. He's not going to play though.
So right.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so the Chiefs have selected OSU O-tackle Joshua at number 32 player. He's recovering nicely from his torn patellar, however you say it, tendon. They are comfortable with his rehab and did endless homework on it. So what they're saying is, I guess, like, we all talked about this pickup, right? So I'm assuming with the Moore pick, it's like, no, we're gonna show y'all that we're going to attack this right now. Y'all gave him $26 million. I think that's where people thrown off. Could you win cheaper where this pick will make more sense? Okay. All right. We got you right there. I think that's what's throwing people off. You kind of giving mixed signals. We think this was our guy, Moore coming in and left tackle, but also again, that first round draft pick talk and everything is, people expecting probably him thinking he's going to come in earlier on. So we'll see how it goes, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I thought we was going with Will Johnson, how everything was set up. But his injury must not be where they wanted to be, where they was like, we'll take him first round. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But
Jalen Moore 27.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, and also Veach got an interview tonight, so we'll tune into that too. So yeah, so we'll check that out, see what he's talking about, see what's going on. But I had a feeling it wasn't gonna be exactly what we wanted, though. Honestly, let's be honest. The time where we think about it, when we really talk about flashy picks, though, we really traded up, though. For real. We typically traded up already and have it. So it's like. I get where we coming from. Now, tomorrow, this is going to be a little bit more interesting, though. We in that 64, 63 range, so trading up, we got that 5th round pick as well, too. Who knows? Maybe the Chiefs want to do some business early on and be like, we through after that. Have 1 or 2 picks in day 3, and then they like, we straight. So we don't know yet. But you still can go cornerback. Potentially moving up, seeing how Will Johnson, because it looks like Will Johnson might be falling a little bit more than Maul, to be honest. I think he's falling. It looks like he's falling. His injury must be that.
Yeah, it's his injury and his they're saying his character too. So
yeah, if he on some George Pickens fall to 40 something 50, Chiefs in play.
But I mean his injury has to be because they said he missed he missed 7 games in 2024 with turf toe, and then he missed his pro day due to a hamstring injury. So they compare him to Trayvon Diggs, but yeah, I would have. I don't know, dog. I would have got him, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
You comparing him to Trayvon Diggs, but you know it's a blessing to curse with him. He
Well,
gonna get you a lot of interceptions.
He's gonna give you a lot of
But he
yards.
give us too.
He gonna give up.
Who that reminds you of? Marcus Peters. That's how Marcus Peters played.
It was big risk, big reward, though.
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Well, I mean,
you think if that Harrison cat would have failed, you think the Chiefs would have probably went with him there instead of him?
I would hope. I mean, I was a fan of his too. I liked him too out of Kentucky. So, yeah, I was a fan of Will Johnson, Harrison. If we're gonna go defensive back, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna grab a defensive back tomorrow. They're gonna grab a running back tomorrow too. They might move up and get Travion Henderson. So we might. I mean, he got to get busy. He wanted explosiveness on offense next year. That's what he said. So.
Yeah. So if you go, that makes sense. So if you like that, bro, like I think what it was. All right, let me shut everybody. Like for real. Like I think he probably wanted to appease y'all, like the ones who wanted that flash move. He had to shut the people up behind the doors, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, all right, bro, y'all really tripping about this offense. I'm gonna go. Y'all like him? This who y'all want? Front off? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go.
But like I was saying, but if you gonna do that, like because you were saying like y'all want the offensive line to be better, or do y'all not want the offensive line better? My thing is yes, I want the offensive line better, but spending $26 million on a 27-year-old young guy and then turn around and draft in his same position again, it kind of like, what's the point?
But I think this gives us a great balance right here because I know we about to hop out as well too because it is getting late and everything like that. So I put it like this.
Almost 4 hours.
Yeah. Let's say this before Dre, because we'll talk about this a little bit more tomorrow as well too. Dre, you on the side? You just said that Lonnie was on the side where he didn't care about that. So we're gonna see which side prevails in that sense, and we're gonna see if we did too much overcompensating at the tackle position or on the offensive line in general, where we could have probably filled in other holes somewhere else. So we'll see how that go. But let's be honest with the Chiefs as well too. We're just trying to find guys who can come in and do something now. And in this case, will John Simmons come in and do something now? Probably not. But if he gets the opportunity, I think a lot of people will be happy. Like we got a first round backup ready to go, who should be ready to take over that position anyway. So it'll be interesting. Day 2 going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be similar to what we had with day 1, and then we know day 3 is just going to be an all-day event. But that's all we have for this first round reaction from the 2025 NFL Draft. The Kansas City Chiefs did select at number 32, trading with the Eagles, moving back 1 spot and grabbing the 5th round pick with pick number 164. We did take offensive tackle from Ohio State, Josh Simmons. We got some people on both sides. We will see. Preseason coming up, training camp coming up. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if he earned it. We'll see if he take the 20. He's more dominant than that guy that we got in the offseason, Jalen Moore. Who knows? But we'll see how it goes. That's what we have for tonight. Appreciate 213 people tapping in tonight with us, coming over from X. Please make sure to follow us on all our social media platforms at Red Kingdom Media, and also hit that subscribe button as well. Fellas, that's it for tonight. It's late. I know it's time for us to go to bed. Go ahead and chill and evaluate and see if we really like it. See if we find some positives in this. I think we can eventually, but it'll be all good. But, as always, you know how we like to close it out? Go Chiefs!